We are now the head coach of the New York Giants, and we have to find the problem plaguing this roster in what is our hardest franchise ever. We're starting this franchise in real time of the 2024 season, and we're playing with the hardest slider sets that I could go ahead and build. So far through the first 4 weeks of the season, the Giants stand at 1-3, but things are looking rough as Daniel Jones has already thrown 3 picks, but there should be more. And along with that, new running back Devin Singletary, he's already fumbled 3 times, and the big 3 of Burns, Thibodeaux, and Sexy Dexy are looking a little slow off the jump. But with that being said, though, there are some bright spots for this roster, as Tyler Nubin and Drew Phillips both look like 2 competent rookies that could turn into premier starters. And you have to mention it with Malik Neighbors coming in as one of the top draft picks in the NFL. He's already front runner for Rookie of the Year. But to fully understand what we need to fix, we need to take a look at the whole roster. So here's the offense heading into year number 1 right now. And in a 3-4 look, here's the defense that we're rolling with that hopefully can get to the quarterback and make plays. Our schedule this season is still full of a ton of playoff teams and a ton of teams that are going to give us a challenge, but Giants franchise starts right now in week number 5. But to the draft boards we go first. Looking at it, quarterbacks across the board, Otten, Truman, Murphy. We're not doing downloadable draft classes. You saw No Drip Gang be a problem with Steelers franchise, but it's not a heavy quarterback class. Brian Truman and Jerry Otten, I like both of their size, but the biggest quarterback in this draft is Peyton Murphy out of UCLA, a round 1 talent, 6'6", 340. On the other side, we are scouting corners. Can Drew Phillips be the answer on the other side, or is it going to be Cordero Flott or Dory Jackson for the remainder of this season? But do we have to draft one? And so as we work our way through this season, as the percentages get more and more, we'll figure out who's our favorites and who is not. But in our first game, picking up where Brian Daboll left off, interim coach Victor Cruz heads over to Seattle to take on the Seahawks and Geno Smith. And looking forward to the future, we do have so many questions that need to be answered, starting with Daniel Jones at quarterback, but it will be our defense on the field first. Geno Smith through the first 4 games doing pretty good. The Seahawks 3-1. His stats, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The completion percentage is what's his best trait though, but I'm excited about this defense, the Giants defense. Kayvon, Brian Burns, so many weapons here as they go quick screen to the outside. We had to give chase on Zach Charbonnet. McFadden can't make the tackle, but Isaiah Simmons and Bobby Okereke in the middle, along with McFadden, are going to be a pretty good combination for us as they will go play action now, sitting across, looking, maybe throwing, but it's going to go backside. Brian Burns, good hit. But in the middle for us, Sexy Dexy. Elijah Chapman's also there. Could be an interesting guy for us with his speed. He was a preseason standout for the Giants this year. But the secondary is where we are going to be very, very interested in working as we do get punched in with Drew Phillips. Kenneth Walker out to the races. But we know Deonte Banks is the one side. But what about the other? Drew Phillips, Cordero Flott, so many weapons that could be manageable for us as they're going to go out. And Drew Phillips, we are able to wrap out there, but there's just no permanent starter. The other side, though, at the defensive back safety spots, Tyler Nubin, Dane Belton, Jason Pinnock, and Isaiah Simmons all out there. Is Kenneth Walker running through McFadden again. And so that all does make it 3rd and 11 here. And we're rolling out here with the running back as they're going to throw it across the middle and it's open, complete. Now Tyler Nubin gets burned. And so a big 3rd down pickup there for the Seahawks. We're bringing blitz, though, on 5 wide. Bunch looking in. Is this going to be Nubin coming on the blitz? They're dumping it out to the outside. We are not able to wrap up Kenneth Walker as he breaks through 2, heading towards the end zone. And so it's 1st and goal for the Seahawks on their opening drive here, rolling across. We're going to miss it. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba getting in. And so it will be an opening drive touchdown for Seattle and Victor Cruz's first ever coaching start. And so here we go. Daniel Jones. We still have confidence in him. I still have confidence in him. Looking at his stats, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But one note to this week, Jalen Hyatt will be starting over Slayton. It's going to be Singletary on the run, opening up the game here. He's got 15, but in Hyatt's first start, man, we can go to him in the flats. Wan'Dale Robinson, somebody else I'm also looking at here, as we're just going to roll out with Daniel Jones, and we may just take off here down the sideline, look for the first down and a little bit more, and I'm more than okay with running the football here, as we're going to go ahead and pull this one. Daniel Jones looking for a hole, not going to happen, and there's going to be a holding penalty on us, and so this is going to set our drive back here a little bit. We were moving pretty decently as Andrew Thomas gets called, and that right there is on our cornerstone left tackle, so we have to go to the air. And Malik Neighbors is here, so we're going to hit it across the middle in the window, and it's intercepted. Not the way we want to start this season. A Daniel Jones interception. I said I have confidence in him. I said I have faith. I still do, but we have a lot to show here as Seattle gets the ball back. But we're going to be sitting in coverage here. Cover 3. They're going to run this one up the middle. Bobby Okereke can't make the tackles. Kenneth Walker starting out their drive with a really, really good run. Already 25 yards, but it's all going to be whether Drew Phillips can come in here. Maybe get a sack as we bring pressure. The slant route across the middle. Banks good coverage, but it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Kenneth Walker Walker cheating his way out. We're bringing blitz. Phillips up the middle. We got pressure on. It's an interception for Jason Pinnock. A great play there. And Jason Pinnock playing for his contract this season, starting it off with us with the Victor Cruz era of the New York Giants with an interception. The only problem is we are very much backed up. Have to go to the ground here. We're going to have Singletary looking for a lane. But one thing that's going to be big is a short passing game. Got to get things rolling here. So we're going to go quick out to Theo Johnson, looking forward, getting 6. And so it's a 3rd and 1. Run play up the middle. Singletary is going to have the lane and does get the first down. And so far, we do have a first. Looking to keep it rolling here. Across the middle. We're going to go to him here. Down to Malik Neighbors, but we dropped the pass. We just need him to make those catches. As now we go to Wandell. Maybe on a screenplay, though. Wandell getting 9. And so it's another 3rd and 1. It's going to be another run play for us. Up the middle. Singletary putting his shoulder down and getting it. But one-on-one here to the outside. As we're going to go up. Theo Johnson, backside, the big fellow making the catch here, and Theo Johnson, the tight end out of Penn State's got one of the biggest touchdowns for the Giants this season. Daniel Jones connecting over former Giant Julian Love there. Oh my goodness, did not expect that to fit itself in, but we tie up this football game here, 7-7. Slot fade working out beautifully there, an absolute dime from Daniel Jones. Didn't even expect that to fit in that well, but a tied game here is a beautiful thing halfway through the 2nd quarter, but we're going to mix it up a lot this year. Zone, blitz, man, across the board. I want to get as much pressure as possible as it's Drew Phillips and Kayvon Thibodeau coming in. And why not bring some pressure again? Phillips, Bobby Okereke, zone look. Nobody burning us over the top here as we're coming in, trying to get it to work because it's going to be Flott knocking it down. Cordero Flott starting today in that CB2 spot. We're able to make it happen. But rookie Tyrone Tracy is back to return. So we'll be Tracy trying to find a little bit of lane here. The rookie trying to make a play as we do find ourselves a little bit of a lane. A good spin move. We're almost to the 50. And so other than the one big pass today, our offense has been kind of slow. Neighbors are kind of slow, so can we make it happen? I want to get Malik Neighbors involved, but you see 2 corners out there over top of him. They're sitting in the windows. It's going to be instead Theo Johnson getting forward and down. Picking it up here is going to be huge. That's where he's sitting outside, having to scramble, and Daniel Jones is going to take off. Daniel Jones down the field, and we're just going to slide. We're keeping it rolling here on this drive, maybe looking for a field goal. And so with a 2-minute warning here, we need to go to work. We're going to go backside, and it's intercepted again. Falling off of the fade route there. Wandell Robinson was one-on-one. In Seattle, Kayvon Wallace came off of it very, very well. Better than expected. And that's 2 interceptions for us in this first half. And that's the problem with this franchise. It's going to be harder than the Pittsburgh franchise. We're going to be building this one up. Slant routes coming out, zone across the middle, and they're taking a deep shot. Deonte Banks, what are we doing? Oh my goodness, what was that play? Deonte Banks. We need to take a look here at this one. Deonte Banks in coverage here just completely fell off. Absolutely glitched out, and he just completely let the defender go. DK Metcalf getting in for the score, but actually heading over to the medical tent. Deonte Banks did hurt his knee. He'll be out for the remainder of this game, so that is the reason why. I didn't know that actually happened in Madden, but we do have to go to work here. No more interceptions. Got to be a clean half as we're going to try a screen pass here. Singletary out to the outside, looking for a little bit of room. Good spin move, almost for 10, but it is going to be 3rd and 1. Sitting window. Theo Johnson can't hold on. The quick catch, and we have to punt this one away. And so a minute left here now. They're going to continue to try to throw this football. Sitting across the window, and they're going to hit it open. Tyler Lockett, what a dart. But that's a scary thing if they can hit it into those windows. It's now another maybe backside throw to the outside. It's going to be caught, but it is going to bring us to 3rd and 5. Quick window shot, maybe. We're sitting underneath. They're going to throw. Geno Smith going to scramble, but taken down by Dexter Lawrence. But in the second half, we are starting off with the football here. Smith Marset, a 6-string wide receiver. He's going to be one taking this return for us, and he's actually got a little bit of a lane to work with up past the 30. But the one thing I do like about Jones is his ability to get outside of the pocket and make things happen. Like little dump off here to Theo Johnson getting forward, maybe trucking through, as now we're going to run it here. Maybe stretch play to the outside. Can we get a little bit of room? Singletary off to the races here. He's got a decent juke. Not getting it work, though. As we're going to look for, though, Malik Neighbors hasn't had a big day so far. Rolling, scrambling, no, sacked on that one. And so that we'll make it 3rd and 19. And we're going to have to stretch this football here if we do want things to work. Scrambling out, we just have to dump it off. Maybe we can get for Singletary, but no. Instead, Singletary fumbles. Ball on the ground here as it will be out of bounds. Leonard Williams in that D-line. Linebackers running for us. That's a bad fumble from Singletary. His 3rd one on the year, actually. And so we have to lock in here. Defense has to make a stop. We're going to be rolling with it. They're going to go quick to the outside here. Catches off guard. Adoree Jackson's got to make the tackle with Banks out. It's a 2 running back look still continuing to go, as it will be a sack this time coming in. DJ Davidson, no. Micah McFadden in the middle making a play. And so a really good job there, forcing a 3rd and 9. We just got to make sure we cover here. underneath sitting. Geno Smith scrambling, almost sacked there, as it's going to be a race to the first down markers. Geno Smith spin moves on us, breaks some tackles. There's no way Geno Smith able to make that play work, but it's 1st and goal. Kenneth Walker maybe on the run. Yes, they're going to give it to him here, looking for the hole, and we do not clog it up. Kayvon tackling him into the end zone. That's the problem with Kayvon that we've seen so far, and so it's not going to get out of hand now if we don't put up a good drive here. Jalen Hyatt, though, in with the catch, getting the first down early, and if we can't get Wan'Dale and Neighbors involved, we're going to have to do it in other ways. Like, how about a jet sweep here coming across the line of scrimmage, and he's going to take it to the outside. No, bottled up. Wan'Dale Robinson, a quiet day as well. So 2nd and 13 here. Sitting across underneath. Singletary in the window. What a ball in. Zipped in from Daniel Jones. The risky pass there that we just barely got to work. Underneath, though. Bellinger, his first catch of the day. And we're going to be looking for an end zone shot here underneath if we can find it. But no, instead it's going to be Wan'Dale Robinson. Almost the first down. That's his second one. Read option. Up the middle. Daniel Jones taking it for the first. And so maybe a comeback is possible if we can put this one into the end zone here. Neighbor out to the outside. A great ball there. A little bit short underneath. But the 4th quarter is going to start nice and easy with pass out to Neighbors. Trying to get the first down. He's only got a yard out of the deal. And so it's 4th and 1. We have to run it. Up the middle. The hole's there for Singletary. He's got it and some more. That's on 2nd and goal. We are going to fake it. Play action. Rolling out to the outside here. We're going to dump this one off to Bellinger just to get a couple of yards. As he's actually got a good truck through, getting us to the 3-yard line here, setting up 3rd and goal. But it does look like a one-on-one, a backside slant here. No, but it's going to be Wan'Dale Robinson on the corner. Touchdown, barely getting in. Wan'Dale Robinson with the score. And so we're going to have to come out here and make a stop. And it looks like Banks is back in the game here a little bit as we completely bottle up the RPO. But I don't know if he'll make his way back onto the field here. Deontay Banks, very limited. We'll see him back next week, though, as it's going to be another run play here. Bobby Okereke, we're sitting on it, kind of getting lost in the turnaround. Tyler Nubin does come up and make a good tackle there from the safety spot, but it is 3rd and 2. Can we make a stop? Can we get our ball, get our team back on the field? They go play action, sitting on underneath, out to the outside, though. It's going to be open, caught, 1st down and more. That's going to make it 1st and 10. They're going to go pass again here underneath. We're sitting on it as a pass. Cordero flat, almost getting there in time as the clock continues to tick its way down. We just need to make a stop. Sitting on it, crossing the head, and Micah McFadden. A user interception here late in the ball game, the middle linebacker giving us life. But we're going to try here. Maybe a deep shot. The one high safety isn't there, and he is there. So we're going to go underneath the high, who does hold on. But it's a 3rd and 3, and we have to make something work. And how about a read option pull? Daniel Jones up the middle and more, cutting to the outside and just going down at the 50. That's how we get things working. Can the Victor Cruz era get off to a right start here? As we're looking underneath, dumping this one off. It's Hyatt running to the sideline and more getting out of bounds. But I do want to look for Neighbors' way. If he can turn on the Jets here, and he does have the Jets on. A jump ball. Neighbors got it. The rookie touchdown. One-on-one up and over the top, especially against this Seahawks young secondary. But it was all set up by the great interception from Micah McFadden across the middle. But it's 2:41 left. We're going to have to make a play if we want to stay in this game. But it's going to be outside route caught there. Tyler Lockett, 101 on the day, just through 5 catches. And Seattle already almost in field goal range off of just one throw. That's the danger there as the 2-minute warning does come. But with only 3 guys rushing out of it, we know that you're going to pass. So we're sitting, but no, they actually run. But that's Dexter Lawrence. That's the thing that he brings to the table. As we're going to be sitting in cover 2 now across. We're going to be running underneath shot, just caught and getting up. But it's 3rd and 9 now. Sitting with Drew Phillips in the middle. Waiting, going to the outside. We're running with it. Geno Smith got a lot of time, but we're going to step up with Drew Phillips and make a huge tackle there. And so now it's going to be about getting this team down the field. Our turn to get into field goal range. Sitting underneath. Nice and easy drop off. It's a little short. And so we need to pick up this 1st down. Across the middle, though, it will be Neighbors who's got the catch, and we got to go to the hurry up. Could we get the win in the Day Bowl era being over? Is this one falling short? With Greg Minot getting injured earlier on in the season, it will be Greg Joseph in to kick. And so we're going to need to get him to work here as we're going to scramble out. And we're just going to take off with Daniel Jones down the sideline here, taking the shot, getting out. But with this Giants team, if there's anything, there's promise. Daniel Jones looking now out to the outside. It's going to be in. No, intercepted. As I say, promise. That's what happened here. As it's going to be Seattle returning this one all the way to the house. Thought I could put it up and over the top. It was thrown short. Underthrown ball. Looking at it here, we're playing on the hardest sliders possible. Underthrown ball here. Even Neighbors was prepared for an underthrown ball. And that's the problem. We need great balls thrown from our quarterbacks at all times if we do want to win football games. 3 interceptions for Daniel Jones. And so there is 35 seconds left in this game. Neighbors one-on-one. We're going to test up a shot here. Back shoulder throw. Neighbors can't haul it in, but it looks like man-to-man on this side. We're going to look again. Neighbors got the catch. Got to turn himself upfield a little bit. But Daniel Jones, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the day. It's Wan'Dale Robinson now turning into the inside. We're going to try to get forward with him. 19 seconds, but we will need a shot above all shots to really get in try to make this work. We're going to test it here. Hit as we threw, and that's an interception. That's how the game's going to end here. Seattle taking the win in week number 5. And so that is going to bring us to next week here, where Brenton Wintley is going to be sent back down to the practice squad. And from that, Tom and Fox is going to replace him. A better special teamer for us, I do think. But Jean-Baptiste from Notre Dame is going to be somebody we're going to sign to the active roster because Nunes Roches this week got injured in practice. We do have a breakout this week for Micah McFadden, where we have the ability to go ahead and upgrade him, and it's 5 tackles and an interception. I don't like that goal. We're going to choose a new goal for him, and I like 5 tackles and 1 TFL. That's going to be easy for us, I do think. But that's not the last of our meetings, as Thomas Quinn, our defensive coordinator, wants to go through and film study and look at their wide receiver 2 and CB2. And with Deontay Banks healthy, it's going to be a lot on Cordero Flott, who will get the nod again in this week. And so with Flott, we need to play better man-to-man. I want his man coverage to be good. If we do blitz, we're going to be fine. If we play zone, we can kind of get him lost inside of the zone, let other guys cover good. And so against the Bengals, it is going to be the complete test. Daniel Jones, completion percentage, not where we want it to be. Does have over 1,000 yards, though. But Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Shamar Chase, those are the weapons that we do need to worry about. And so knockoff M&M is going to be the opponent today. But still, both teams 1-4 on the season, as we will be receiving this one first. Darius Slayton on the reception, coming down now. Can we get a big return out of him, as it doesn't happen? Wan'Dale Robinson as well. 3 receivers in, and we are going to go play action. Nice and easy, rolling out the outside. We have to throw this ball away. Instead, it's a Sam Hubbard sack to open up this one. And so we have to get back here 5 wide, sitting underneath. Wan'Dale Robinson, nice and easy completion. Can he get upfield with it? But to have a 3rd and 13 to start this game, not the best look that we do want, as free rusher coming through. Have to get the ball out. It's going to be 4th and 13. And so with that, our defense coming out, have to protect against the pass. We're starting off in zone look here underneath. Okereke, almost an interception on Joe Burrow. That would have been a crazy first play of the day. But with 5 wide, Drew Phillips coming in now, rushing with Brian Burns off the outside. Maybe we get a free rusher in, but across the middle, completed here, and it's going to be a big gain. Charlie Jones being the one that made that happen there, as they do go to the run. Chase Brown at the middle. McFadden, there's his TFL already. He just needs 5 more tackles now. So very close there from the Bengals kicker, but we're going to get the ball. Great field position at midfield. But coming out, Devin Singletary running the football here, as he's got maybe a hole up the middle, taking a big shot, though, falling forward. I like Devin Singletary, and if we could just get him working, I think that will be huge for us. Is scraping out. We're just going to dump it off to Belly. Belly's got a little bit of yards to gain, but 3rd and 2. We've seen this all too much this season already, as it will be a run from Singletary, trying to get to the first down marker. He's not going to get it. 4th and inches, but we're going to go for it. Coach suggestion says it. Jacob Johnson, the fullback, leading the way here up the middle. We got it in, a whole lot more getting forward. And so it's 3rd and 10. We're in field goal range, but we have to go across. This is going to be an interception. Wan'Dale Robinson just got stuck up on Logan Wilson, as that's our 5th interception already in the Victor Cruz coaching era. A bad look there. Logan Wilson making the catch, but Wan'Dale just getting stuck up. Only 2 of those, I would say, of the 5 have been our fault, as they will bring man in motion as Okereke across the middle sitting. No, it's going to be past T. Higgins out to the outside. But the first quarter is still not even over yet, and so much has happened. A missed field goal, an interception, a couple offensive drives as we're sitting across. And with Okereke, we get one of our own, absolutely lurking, as Okereke off to the races. Joe Burrow, can we juke him out? And we don't. But a really good job from Bobby Okereke. Him and Micah McFadden are the bread and butter of our defense. Yes, I like Sexy Dexy, Brian Burns, Kayvon. And so it's 3rd and 10. We have to sit on it here. Backside, we're going to throw this one up, and it's underthrown. Hit again as we throw. Our offensive line in the middle, struggling to allow any time for Daniel Jones to throw the football. So I guess we just have to go back to work. Isaiah Simmons in the middle. Man in motion coming across. We're working with there. There's a screenplay out to the outside. Great tackle there by Isaiah Simmons. Completely swallowing up that one, but only 40 yards of offense between both teams so far in this game. And that's what we're dealing with, a defensive battle, quick and underneath. Isaiah Simmons, another big hit, but it is going to be 3rd and long. Man coverage coming out. We're going to play on it. Okereke coming up the middle. They're floating one, and it is going to be barely completed. Drew Phillips in coverage. And with it, they're going to go to the air here, sitting across. No, whip route out to the outside. Flock gets burned by T. Higgins. Can't go and chase. And so the Bengals getting down the field, making things work. Kayvon off the edge. They're going to throw quick and underneath with Ojulari checking in next to Bobby. They're going to go to the air. Sitting underneath, sitting on it. Is they're going to throw it wheel route. Banks coming down. Can't levy the big hit. Is they're going to keep with these 5 wide looks. Sitting on it. Whip routes all across. Jamar Chase getting it. 1st down almost. And so in the 2nd quarter, first time a team's been almost on the goal line here. Will they go right up the middle? No, they will go pass. But Jason Pinnock on a safety blitz. We get there. Risky play there. He was supposed to be in a middle deep zone. We completely bid on it, went for it, got the sack, and that's the position of this defense. I love the New York Giants that they do play. Can't ask for anything better than that as we're stuck on Elijah Chapman underneath. Joe Burrow scrambling out. Kayvon sacked there. And so we do hold the Bengals to a field goal. Evan McPherson, his second attempt on the day. Can we get in? Block it? No. Field goal up and good. 3-0. I'll take it. And so we have 18 yards of total offense so far. We need to up that number a little bit. How about Theo Johnson making plays? The Penn State tight end with a good game last week. That's a great play. But out of the run, Singletary, one-on-one, Jeremiah Pratt in the middle, as we do not win the block from John Mitchell-Schmitz. But it does look like Azeez Ojulari, Bruce Sternum. He'll be out for the remainder of this game. So we have to go to the air. Get it to work. Underneath. Good knockdown. So it is going to bring it to 3rd and 6. Tyrone Tracy in. Maybe a scramble look here. We have to sit. People stuck on. Pass rush gets to us, and we're going to have to punt it away again. Our offense so unbelievably stagnant in this first half. We strive for realism, and we are making it happen. Jamie Gillen on the punt, getting down the field. They're going to not return this one. Instead, take a fair catch, as we're going to sit here in man-to-man coverage. 3:20 left. Rolling out. Underneath, caught nice and easy by Mike Gesicki, but the clock will not be the friend of the Bengals. That's the only thing helping us out right now is quick slants coming out to the outside. Kayvon, good coverage. Surprising there from him. It is going to be 3rd and 3. Bringing blitz here again, sitting underneath. Underneath as we Tyler Nubin, a good break up there. And so Tracy is going to have a chance to return this one here. The rookie running back, he did good last week returning as we take this one to the outside. He's got a lot of space up near the midfield mark at the 50 exactly. So we have a chance here to put up some points. We're sitting on it. Underneath, Neighbors, great catch there, but it's all about the hurry up. Man coverage, we're rolling out. Daniel Jones, he's got a lot of room to run here, stepping up, sliding down, and so far, looking good. How about a deep shot, though? Neighbors, another one here for the rookie. Neighbors going up, not catching it. But I do want to get Tracy involved, the running back on the screenplay here. We're going to give it to him out to the outside. Good blocking on the side. He's going to do a good spin move. Tyrone Tracy getting out of bounds. And so in this, our defense doing the absolute most here to keep us in these games. Is sitting now, dumping off Singletary. He's going to get forward almost a first down. The clock is just not our friend here. Sitting, looking, rolling out. I want to take an end zone shot, but it's going to be Daniel Jones barely getting the first. But I love this here. How about a fade route? Up and over the top. Neighbors not going to make it happen. So things will continue with us, though. Still, another screen pass. It's been a good bread and butter play for us, as it's going to be a race to the pylon. Devin Singletary getting in a passing touchdown for Daniel Jones. We have the lead here in this game. After being so stagnant on offense through the first half, finally we're able to do something. But after the score, there still is 44 seconds on the clock. So the Bengals will still try to take advantage here. Sitting underneath, they are going to take a deep shot instead. Nubin, got to get out there. Nubin, great breakup. Nubin himself has a huge task. Replacing Xavier McKinney is no feat anybody could really make, as it is going to be underneath, thrown on a screen. But McKinney was an all-pro for so many years. One of the best Giants players on their roster, and just losing him is huge. As underneath, this one will be completed. They'll be up past midfield, almost close to actually. And so now, continuing, looking over our heads. They're not going to throw. Instead, Chase Brown underneath, no Zach Moss gets it. It's a fumble that Bobby Okereke picks up. And the Giants defense making a splash here in this first half. Bobby Okereke. Last week it was McFadden, a pick, a sack. This week, Okereke, a pick, a forced fumble recovery, as winning the turnover battle is a beautiful thing. How about Malik Neighbors, though? Up and over the top. He'll take it into halftime. Malik Neighbors making the catch. No. Goes ahead here and dropping it. But I do want to get into field goal range. It's going to be tough here, though. Sitting underneath. Can we force this one in? Nice and easy. Wandell, good catch. Timeout. With 10 seconds left. We're looking again here. Underneath, we just have to dump it off, as it will be Singletary getting up, and it's going to be a timeout. And so from 48, Ken Greg Joseph put it in. The veteran kicker, and the kick is going to be up and no good. We had the leg for it. Just wasn't accurate enough. A 3-7 in this game. Looking good. Victor Cruzera, another close one against the Bengals. But coming out of the tunnel in the second half, we need to get to work. We need to make some plays underneath. Caught to T. Higgins. So far, though, a healthy Banks making plays. Slot blitz to go again. Coming in. Should get a free rusher. And we do not get this sack. Instead, we miss it. And this one completed across the middle. As it's Charlie Jones running away from everybody. Nubin trying to give chase. Pinnock trying to give chase. Finally, we bring him down to the ball. Actually comes out, but it's Zach Moss recovering it. Brian Burns, though, going down with an injury on this play. We had the sack. We missed it. Instead, they're down. Goal line. Ready to score here out of the tunnel with McFadden this time. Maybe another blitz. I don't know if they're going to run it this time. Expecting maybe a pass as they do go to the air. But it's a sack coming out nonetheless. Instead, no. Kayvon Thibodeau, but Deontay Banks makes the interception at the 1-yard line. His first pick of the year. Kayvon Thibodeau, we apparently can't figure out how to sack the quarterback, because every quarterback keeps breaking our sack attempts, but still doing enough to stall the quarterback for the opportunity to get a pick. But after forcing a third turnover, we do have ourselves backed up at the 1-yard line. We could get safetied here if our run doesn't work, but instead, Singletary getting 9 is huge. So that does mean we can breathe in this game, as we're going to go ahead and pull this one with Daniel Daniel Jones. It's going to be a bad read, and so we'll be a 3rd and 4. And as long as it's not a safety, I'll be happy. But our defense is going to get pinned again here if we can't get any more yards. This is Wandale getting up for a 1st down. And so it was a missed opportunity there. But scrambling out, we got pressure in our face, and that's a bad sack to take. And the problem is we can't take another sack. So it will be a draw play instead. Tyrone Tracy here going up the middle, and he's not going to get many yards at all, losing 1 actually. And so Jamie Gillen is going to be backed up. Risky punt look here, barely getting it off. Zadori Jackson down on special teams. Charlie Jones covering it as he will get taken down right away. But life is good when you're starting on the other side of the 50 for your drives, as it will be Joe Burrow here in man-to-man coverage, sitting across. We're rolling with it. A deep shot there, and it will be knocked down between the defenders. And offensively, we are struggling, but defensively, we're looking good. Another zone coverage pass play opportunity as they're going to leak this one out to Simmons, now to Gesicki. And so that does mean, man, 3rd and 7. Have to make the play inside. Whip route. We're rolling with it. Joe Burrow looking to scramble. Joe Burrow stepping up. A Boogie Basham getting the sack. I think that's Basham that is in for the injured Brian Burns. And I hate to say it, Brian Burns dislocated his wrist. He'll be out. Our defense just keeping us. So at least maybe a short completion to work. Something nice and easy here, as it will be Jalen Hyatt out to the outside. Good ball there, turning almost up the field. But those are the types of plays that we do need here. So this run's going to have Tyrone Tracy getting the first. Those are the looks all day long. Is underneath, scrambling out. Daniel Jones getting pressure on. We're just going to throw this one away. Thought the coverage was a little tight there. Didn't want to force anything, but almost took a bad sack. We did have the look, just couldn't make it happen. But backside, Neighbors caught 1st down. But the 4th quarter is almost here. 3 to 7. An absolute type of game that you want to forget. Is this back shoulder throw is going to have Jalen Hyatt actually making the grab there. A really bad throw from Daniel Jones off course, but we're able to fit it in. 3 to 7 is the score. Defense reigning supreme. But coming out of the 3rd into the 4th, it looks like they're a really offset look, so it should be an easy run. 4 yards for Tyrone Tracy. So it's 3rd and 5 now. Right behind, stick concept. Theo Johnson's got it. Good blocking from Neighbors there, and that's a bigger play than I thought. So we're going to look to score. Cross the middle, nice and easy. Malik Neighbors, bad throw there. Really just kind of putting it in the window there for Daniel Jones. But this is what I really envision out of our defense, keeping us in games and letting our team really just drive down the field, maybe getting wins with only 14 points, 10 points scored. But now a fade to Malik Neighbors. So we're going to look, put it up. Malik Neighbors got it. Touchdown over top of Jordan Battle out there, the strong safety. And the rookie continues to make plays. May not be the yards, may not be the targets, but at least the touchdowns here, 14-3. And so one of the big items is Micah McFadden does need one more tackle, I do think, in this game. We'll be careful about it, though, just to watch out as we dive for that one. But T. Higgins, a good completion. And Joe Burrow may have 260 yards. Man, when you only have 3 points, it's hard to win football games. They go to the pass play here again. Up and underneath, sitting on it, rolling. We're there as they're going to dump it off now. Bobby Okereke, good tackle. And if our secondary can play well, there's no telling what could happen here. Is this one up the seam, as it will be caught. Adoree Jackson in coverage. Charlie Jones having a day. So we're going to sit in zone, though, after the fact here. Underneath, out to the outside. Adoree getting burned again, but going 5 wide. We need to sit on it. Wait for it. They're in the red zone, looking to score. Out to the outside. We kind of got picked there. Banks, great tackle, forcing him down at the 1 yard line. But it's going to be a blitz. Stick concept coming out. They're going to throw it out to the outside. Banks finally does lose that one. One-on-one cut. Touchdown T. Higgins, 10-14 late. But it does look like they're going to go for it here. 2-point conversion. Pass opportunity. They're going to go for it. Stick concept. Slant route. Backside. Banks almost in coverage on Higgins once more. And so it's all about running out the clock here. 1 first down, maybe 2 is all we need depending on circumstance. The path is going to go through Theo Johnson and Daniel Bellinger. Both of our tight ends here. If they can block, we're going to be golden, as they are. Golden. Daniel Bellinger, what a block. We get forward. And so now we just need one more. Timeouts will be called. Run play here. Singletary looking for the hole, getting 4. And so it's going to be another one here. Stretch to the outside, and we got it. A good win here for the New York Giants against the Cincinnati Bengals. 10-57 here for Devin Singletary. And so 1-1 in the Victor Cruz arrows so far, but that does mean we need to start thinking about our future. Azeez Ojulari at age 24, I would consider him a draft bust, but if we can severely lowball him, I think he would be a backup on the right and left outside linebackers for a long time. But then Isaiah Simmons as well at strong safety, being a part of our team is huge, but the offer so far is just real tempting. One more guy I do want to try to keep around is going to be Boogie Basham at the right end position. Raise that salary and you have a deal, but this is where it gets interesting between Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau. How will those options work out? But with the Eagles up this week, we do have a strategy session. We're sitting down talking about what this Eagles team is going to present to us, and they want to see what is film showing us? And it says they struggle with the pass blocking. Jason Kelsey's gone. We're going to go after them. We're going to try to get sacks. And what's nice about it is we will get Brian Burns back, but now they want to know about our play calling. The media talking to us, and which stat are we talking about? And it's third down conversions, and I know it's not good. I think we're lower than 45% on this season in terms of our play calling so far, and the media says that's right. And congratulations on quizzing us on our own stats. This is the type of integration that I really was hoping for from EA this year. A pop quiz, middle of the season. And so with all that out of the way, a rivalry game here. Daniel Jones, 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a little bit better last week. But the Eagles are going to be coming out first in this one. Jalen Hurts, we haven't seen his stats just yet, and he's got 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So not good from him in any stretch of the imagination either. But it is going to be Saquon Barkley versus his former team today. That's the sad thing there, is Drew Phillips, the rookie, saying, hello, welcome back to MetLife. And already in the middle, you see it. Sexy Dexy has his X Factor enabled. Will they go run here again? Looks like they will. Saquon, this time, finding a lane. He's not going to get taken down by McFadden. He's got a big chunk. But here they're actually going 5 wide, and we can sit on it here underneath. Running looks as it will be now Hurts scrambling to the sideline. Can we give him chase? We breaks through 1 tackle getting to the 40. I need our pass rush to be able to get in there in those types of situations. As we go blitz, they throw it to the outside. Bad coverage there on the outside, and AJ Brown almost down to the 1-yard line. We're running cover 3, and it looks like Deontay Banks completely just bit in there. I don't know what the idea was on that one. Kayvon's not going to get out there. And so the Eagles looking to strike early in this football game, but it's now 1st and goal, 6 yards away now instead of the closer one, as it will be underneath. Caught down, but that does bring us a 2nd and goal. Can our defense make a stand here? Quarterback keep will be outside. Boogie Basham can't bring him down, and Jalen Hurts gets in with a rushing touchdown to start the game for the Philadelphia Eagles. And so it's 3rd and long. Have to look for this one here. Sitting out. We're going to try to put this one up and over. It's a bad throw, and it's another interception. Out to the outside. I said I want to keep it under 14. Well, we're getting 1 step closer. Quinion Mitchell, the rookie, getting over top of it. And it's sad at this point. We're averaging 1 to 2 turnovers a game. That number may be even higher. They're going to go ahead and do it. Pull read, though, this time. Actually, no, they do give it off to Barkley, but it's Pinnock coming downhill. Barkley, 4 yards per carry. But it is going to be 3rd and 6, 5 wide. Jalen Hurts looking for an easy completion here. We're rolling out. He's going to be running. Dexy in the middle, though, taking him down. A good hit from the defensive tackle that we dropped into zone coverage, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and run it here. 4th and 1, hitting off the edge, and they will go ahead and have the 1st down. They went for it, got it, and this drive will continue. And so things just got a whole lot scarier here for us. Don't want to go down 14-0. The Eagles have just been churning this clock, though, in this game here, sitting across. Hurts running away from everybody here again. He's got so much room to run, but the ball comes out. Isaiah Simmons, what a hit, and that is what we need. The turnover problems for Hurts continue. And so if we're going to do it after the turnover, start off with a big play here. Rolling around, nope, have to throw it away. Maybe could have gone to Hyatt. The safety for me, though, was the most concerning part of that. Is now a little quick slant. We're going to give it off. Wandale getting a 1st down. This is going to be the dinks. It's going to be the dunks that are going to get things rolling. Another slant, this time Neighbors. And with the 4th quarter coming to a close, how about a draw play? Singletary up the middle. Good juke move there. We're going to have a gain of about 10, getting the 1st down plus 6. And so it's nice to finally get yards here. Things rolling. We're going to throw this one in the window again. Neighbors, what a playmaker move there, breaking out of the tackle. His 2nd catch. And so I want to keep it rolling. Maybe go to Neighbors again here to the outside. I see it. We're going to hit this little comeback route. Neighbors, his 3rd catch. Daniel Jones, 52 yards on the day so far. So that makes it 3rd and 10. One-on-one backside. Maybe. No, but pressure coming off, and Daniel Jones coughing up the football here, as this one will be returned. Eagles taking it all the way to the house. Pressure off the edge. Couldn't get the ball out. And it's a massive, massive play there from Josh Sweat. And so looking at it, striving for realism, we're doing an absolute great job here. Singletary on the run, not finding any holes. But we are going to look across the middle here for Wandale. If he can leak himself open, no, but we're going to throw it behind him. Is this going to be caught? And so it's a 1st down. That's what we need here up the middle against these D tackles is huge, as we are not going to get it. 4th and 1. N'Kobe Dean filling the hole again. And so it is going to be a quick 3 and out with Jamie Gillen booting this ball away. And so here we need to make it happen. They're going to look quick underneath. We're over it with Bobby Okereke, and maybe we can get the sack as Kayvon Thibodeau getting in there, making it happen. If we can get a 4-man rush to work for us, that is going to be huge as we're sitting underneath. They're going to throw it in the window. It's going to be AJ Brown. And so this all sets up for a 3rd and 3. One of the bigger ones of the game. We need to get off the field. We need to get a stop out to the outside. We can rally and tackle, but they are going to go ahead and get it there to the tight end. And so they're going to go ahead. Quick underneath is what a jump there. Bangs completely read the RPO. So an interception and a fumble for both teams in this 1st half, as we're going to scramble out. Just have to throw this ball away, get his. We throw, and now we are going to go ahead and get hit with an intentional grounding call. And so an absolutely fantastic start there. Couldn't ask for anything better. They're going to bring a blitz here. We're looking up and over the top. Can we drop it in the bucket to Jalen Hyatt? What a pass from Daniel Jones. I saw it for a split second. Cheating down was the corner. Jalen Hyatt, that's what I love to see from him. He is a deep threat every single time he gets on the field. His release, his route running, gorgeous. Jalen Hyatt making this game a whole lot closer, as the score in this one now will be 7-14. And that kind of success is hard to come by. And McFadden now up in his dev trade is huge because of his success the past week, as now they go run. Saquon Barkley, he's got a little bit of lane. Saquon Barkley getting loose against us is rough, but we are going to do a lot of zone blitzing today. So far, it's worked out, as now they go to the air with it. We are sitting there dumping off. It's going to be Hurts scrambling. Hurts getting almost sacked, but it is going to be Chapman, the man who just made the preseason roster, then just made the actual roster, as they're going to go to the air. Bobby Okereke leaking in the middle. We're running QB spy to make things work, as they actually run the football here, and we're there all over it. I would honestly say that's a really, really bad call with the combo blitz here on 3rd and 8. Maybe we can let some happen as they go QB draw up the middle, and Hurts has got it. Wow. But the clock will run as we're going to roll out. They're going to throw this one underneath. Deontay Banks can't make the tackle, as it will be now a completion getting through Jahan Dotson, I think that is. But the clock continuing to run. Sitting on it, blitzing. No, underneath. It's going to be Hurts scrambling. Drew Phillips with a sack. A little bit skittish there in the pocket is Jalen Hurts, and we're able to make him pay. But still no timeouts burned just yet, as they're going to leak this one out to Barkley. We're there with Simmons to rally, but that is going to bring it to a 3rd and 12, and we just have to get off the field here nice and easy. A shot to the end zone, flot. We try to click on, but it's over the top. Smith, touchdown. Eagles 21-7. So footsteps really, really loud from this Eagles team here, as now we have to figure out how to convert this, as we're going to hit this ball. Theo Johnson a catching out of bounds, but we still have all of our timeouts to work with, as Wan'Dale Robinson's going to get this RPO. Wan'Dale Robinson getting about 15. So I do want to take a deep shot eventually. Slot fade's not going to work. We are going to go outside. Tyrone Tracy, we're going to call a timeout. But 30 seconds here. Looking, sitting underneath. It's going to be Neighbors. Neighbors has got the catch. He holds on. We burn our 2nd timeout. And so we're going to go ahead. Slant concept here. We're scrambling out. Trying to look for it, as we're just going to take off with Daniel Jones here. Get the 1st down and a little bit more. And with Jalen Hyatt already having a touchdown on a deep corner route. Maybe we can do it again here as I see it. We're going to go. Neighbors got it. And it's the wide receiver duo of Hyatt and Neighbors on deep corners, able to make it work. Giants punching to score 21-14 now in this game. And the best part about it is we're starting with the football and the deep ball for us actually working in this game. It's so cool to see. The underneath, it's been tight, contested catches across the board from Neighbors and more, but we got Smith here getting loose, but our running attack is just really, really struggling. Is leaking out. Maybe Singletary can get involved in the passing game, as he just does get this first. Daniel Jones has 180 on the day. Neighbors, a good chunk of that here, as maybe this run can open up for us, but we do get stuck up. And so the holes are so very close to opening up for us here. As he's sitting, looking across, just dumping this one off to Neighbors. Good juke move to the outside. 7 catches for 94 is a beautiful sight to behold, as this one is going to have Wan'Dale Robinson getting loose. But it's just this linebacking core from the Eagles and their defensive line that is giving us fits. But the problem is they're going to be around for a very long time, as this one to the outside is Blankenship giving chase to us on there. It's 3rd and 3. Sitting underneath, we just have to be safe, dump it off. What a catch from Singletary, turning his body around. But this drive has taken up almost the entire start of the 3rd quarter here. Look underneath as I see him. Wan'Dale settling very nicely, as I do want to scramble out. Look for it. Wan'Dale again, getting up the field. Juke move, not going to work. And so 3rd and 4, have to pick it up. 1-on-1. Neighbors, can we force this ball in? No. Pressure in our face, and we're going to have to settle for a field goal. And after all that, it's just not going to work. And so now with the Eagles coming back on the field, their first offensive drive here, but it was Gainwell on the first one. Now the outside. We got to bring pressure here. How about we try to get Jalen Hurts down, and Thibodeau's got number 2. We miss with Simmons, and Kayvon finish it off very, very nicely. So that does make it now 3rd and 14. And a scrambling Jalen Hurts is dangerous, so we still need to watch out for that, but we're dropping into a nice zone coverage as they're going to hit this one above our heads. Oh my goodness, broken coverage. What is this? Pinnock giving chase. Pinnock's going to get him, and the Eagles punching a score. Complete breakdown in coverage, and looking at that's on Tyler Nubin here. He completely ditched his assignment, went over to the outside, and he's supposed to have the middle in the cover 6, and look what he sees behind him. Devonta Smith running wide open, and if those are going to happen, but our offense needs to go to work here. We need to put up a score as we're going to pull this one. Daniel Jones not going to make it happen. The 4th quarter is quickly approaching here. Is this run? The blocking not good as well. Josh Sweat having a field day against us, as the 3rd's going to end with a 4 verticals concept. And I see him. Wait a second. 1-on-1. Neighbors out to the outside. Just can't hold on. But here we need to get the Eagles off the field as they take back over. We're running with the crosser here. Hurts looking across the middle. Good coverage there. But the broken looks, that's what's going to kill us, is now Saquon Barkley motioning to the outside. Cover 4 as they're going to look maybe sitting. underneath. We're rolling with it as it's going to be Hurts running away from it here down the field. He's got 70 yards on the scrambling. And so now we need to leave a QB spy. And who's that going to be? Well, Newman, as they're going to try to run it. No, RPO backside. His flop pushes out. And so we're going to have to continue sit with the QB spy looks. Another time, Saquon Barkley motion to the outside, but there's a flag, a delay of game. So now it's 2nd and 5. After it all said and done, Barkley turning up the field. He's got the first. And this time, Adoree Jackson sitting at the QB spy look. Again here across the middle, they're going to throw it on the wheel. Tyler Newman holding him short of the first. But we need to keep it to a 2-score game here. Across the middle again, out to the outside. They're killing us on these tight end looks. And so on 2nd and goal, looking for it again here. Across the middle, we're rolling with it. As it will be Jalen Hurts trying to scramble, trying to take off. We're coming down to levy this sack. Isaiah Simmons getting in there. Sack number 4 on the day. And I really do like Elijah Chapman. I think there's a lot of potential with him. So we're sitting, looking, scrambling. Maybe, and it's another sack. Kayvon, his 3rd sack on the day. Call it a breakout if you must. And so to get it done, have to go to the air. Maybe across the middle. We're going to try it. Backside. Hyatt, one-on-one. Jalen Hyatt almost winning it. And so screenplay instead. Tyrone Tracy. Let's get him the ball here. Getting off the blocks. We're actually going to cut this one back inside. A decent gain of 8. But it's going to be 4 verticals here. Sitting one-on-one, looking to the outside. We have to throw it. It's going to be back shoulder. Neighbors can't make the play. And so it is going to be 4th and 2. We have to convert this. Nice and easy. Daniel Bellinger, good catch there, getting forward. It's another verticals concept as we're just looking. But the press from him was just too much. 3rd and 10, 2-minute warning. Almost here. So we're going to go to Daniel Bellinger again here. He's going to turn the field. Daniel Belly's got a decent room. And so there still is a chance. There still is life as we're going to hit this one up the seam as that's going to be intercepted in the game. Put the ball a little bit up. That's what we're looking for there. I'm trying to do a high pass, but that's going to end it. And so we couldn't do enough. 2 turnovers again from Daniel Jones, 2 interceptions, plus also the fumble. And so now the conversation shifts from the loss to the future. And the first thing is with the trade deadline here, we have a lot of trade candidates, and I know we've talked about it. Darius Slayton is one of them. And looking at the offers on the table for him right now, Quan Alexander would be interesting, but I want to trade Darius Slayton for picks. I think picks is the only thing that I do want to go for. But the Chargers did go ahead and make us an offer, and I have to take it. A 3rd and a 5th. Moving on from Darius Slayton. I thought about Azeez Ojulari. He's another guy there, but I think I could re-sign him, a long-term backup. In case injuries happen to Brian Burns or Kayvon, he can step in well. Darius Slayton, it's Jalen Hyatt season now. But with Slayton gone, Isaiah Hodgins, welcome back to the roster. The 25-year-old Giant playoff legend, if you do remember from just a couple of years ago, will be coming back to the active roster after getting down to the practice squad this year. But another part of the future is the national scouting focus, and our core position is QB, and it is going to stay there. But looking at the quarterbacks, Brian Truman is a clear-cut number 1. I do really like, though, Peyton Murphy, 6'6", 340 out of UCLA, strong arm guy. Think Josh Allen, a true Josh Allen replacement before Joe Shoden. But in terms of who could be the Brock Purdy of this draft, well, I really just think it's Lawrence Bowman out of South Alabama, field general down here, undrafted free agent. He could be a late-round guy I'd pick up. I like his stats so far. But with Slayton gone, it's going to be Adoree Jackson back as a returner with Smith Marsetti. Smith Marsetti, one of the lone guys down there at the number 5 receiving spot. But in this one, we're going to go at Highsmith, go away from TJ Watt. I think that's how we're going to get things rolling as a good run to start off the day. But the Steelers are an interesting bunch. As I'm even looking now, TJ Watt, not even on the screen here, as it's going to be a big run opening up. Singletary got a lot of space. Highsmith giving chase. Singletary staying up even more. And if that's going to be the kind of day that we're in for, it is going to be a beautiful one. It's a cutback lane opening up very nicely. 9 yards on the rush. Singletary 45 already. And continuing again, one more time, right at Highsmith. Good duo block here. Now to the outside. It's going to be Tyrone Tracy getting to the side. So if that's going to be the case, we're not running the football here. But it is going to be a holding call. Of course, something bad has to go wrong on this drive. And so with Daniel Jones now backed up a little bit, thanks to Daniel Bellinger getting called, we got to go to it. Hyatt underneath. He's going to have the catch, get forward close to the 10-yard line, but it's going to be 2nd and 11. Run here up the middle. Hayward, we're able to squeak through getting forward, but it looks like Jalen Hyatt out for this game. Just when we traded away Slayton, so Bryce Ford Wheaton's going to have to play. And so it's going to be hard to put it in. It's going to be out to the outside. We're going to test Neighbors. Neighbors got the catch, breaking the tackle, 4th and 3. And so we're going to take a field goal. It's going to be up and good. Greg Joseph putting it through. Graham Gano still in the IR. More than likely will not come back this year. But here comes out Justin Fields, who is still retaining that starting spot after Russell Wilson injured for the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the season. And he's done decent. 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a lot of scrambling around. Is he the long-term answer? Well, for our franchise, it was absolutely not. But today we're going to have to put the QB spy on. We're going to have to make plays that way. They're going to start quick to the air, underneath, out to the outside. Fryermuth got the catch going forward. But one it looks like don't like is Kayvon Thibodeau out here as they're going to start slant route backside. Calvin Austin breaking 1 tackle. So now it's 2nd down. We're sitting underneath. They're going to throw it. Corner. It's going to be Flott getting burned by Calvin Austin again. So with Newman, we're going to sit Rome in the middle here. Out to the outside, caught by, is that Wilson, I think? I know it's actually Scotty Miller, it looks like, but it's going to make it 2nd and inches. Maybe a run coming here with Fields. No, quick to the air, slant route, throwing, caught, almost touchdown as it's setting up now. Power look. It's going to be a run up the middle. Najee, it is good. It's touchdown Steelers, 7-3 in this game. And we're going to be playing from behind here. But you want to talk about great plays here. How about a blocked kick after the touchdown? And this one was returned all the way by Jason Pinnock. So the score is going to be 5-6. And we will be getting the ball back with Smith Marset. Now up the middle. Maybe we can make a move. He's going to be in starting at receiver. Him and Bryce Ford Wheaton on this drive. As with Hyatt out, it's going to be very, very dangerous here. But Theo Johnson, no. How about out to the outside? Wandell going through. And with Bryce Ford Wheaton, I'm expecting a lot out of him. A great special teams player. As it's going to be tough, though, as we're throwing in the window, and that's intercepted. Try to go to Theo Johnson, and it's going to be Patrick Queen taking this one all the way back to the house. This Steelers defense tough. Read it wrong. Patrick Queen jumped it, and it's already a first turnover of the game for us. We need to play a turnoverless football game. I just don't know if that can happen right now. And so that is going to make it 3rd and 12 starting out here. On this drive, pass rush coming in. We try to get the ball out. Not going to work. Highsmith disrupting the play. And so it will be a punt from us to start the 2nd quarter. Fair caught by the Pittsburgh Steelers, but our defense has to hold them strong. Has to get them off the field as they go run. Najee Harris, who's got a big lane here. Pinnock can't bring him down. He's breaking tackles as they're going to go to him again here on the run. Pinnock, this time we're able to bottle it. But so far, things not working the way that we do want. As they're going to maybe throw this one underneath. No, out to the outside, Calvin Austin. Good job from Drew Phillips. But it's going to be a late flag on Bobby Okereke. Are you kidding me? Tackling him out of bounds. And the personal foul will hurt us a lot. So they cross the midfield mark. As it will be a play action. No, run up the middle. Ball comes out late and somebody fell on it. Who did? Looks like Boogie Basham got up with it, so we'll see if it was ruled down or not, as it is going to go to booth review. All turnover plays have to be reviewed here. It'll be great to see, though, maybe if the ball came out beforehand, as no, definitely not. His knee was down, and that's fine. That just means things will continue here for the Steelers. Pitch play to the outside. Brian Burns trying to hold it strong, but we take a bad pursuit angle with Pinnock, and it looks like Dexter Lawrence is holding Najee Harris out of the end zone. A wild thought process there, and so it's 1st and goal here for the Steelers. Run up the middle. Dexter Lawrence, those are the kind of plays that we need from him all throughout the rest of this game. The clock running down. Have to be careful with this play clock here. Something quick to the outside. We're sitting on it. They throw it underneath. Almost a big hit from Cordero Patterson, but they're going 5 wide here. Sitting across, thrown to the outside. It will be caught. An easy touchdown from Brian Burns. He can't get out, and Pittsburgh has 20. Well, we have 5. Our offense just not getting it done. And so on this drive, we need a score. Bryce Ford Wheaton in at receiver. That is wild, as we're going to go out to him, though. And he's got a lot of room to run. Bryce Ford Wheaton, the special teamer now, getting his snaps on offense. We also haven't gone to Malik Neighbors a lot in this game. Maybe enough. Is underneath. We're going to hit him here. He's going to make this catch across the middle. And so another one underneath. We're going to go to Neighbors again, holding on. But Neighbors did check out on that play. I don't know if he got injured. It looked a little bit interesting. When he's sitting, rolling out, taking a shot up to Bryce Ford Wheaton. He's got the height, but it's just a bad ball out of bounds. But we may have just royally messed ourselves up here with the amount of weapons just got hurt on offense. It's underneath. We're going to catch it. Ford Wheaton's got the 1st down. As Malik Neighbors, abdominal tear, injured, will not be able to return for this game. And so look at the receivers here. Gunner out. He's on IR for the year. Neighbors and Hyatt. And so it looks like we just traded away Slayton at the absolute wrong time. And so our wide receiving core is going to mix up a little bit. And incoming in is going to be Isaiah Hodgins, who makes the catch. And so screen it is out to Singletary. Let everybody come in. We're going to throw it out now. Get through as it's Minkah Fitzpatrick being the best safety in the NFL right there. That's from 38. Kirby Joseph has to put this one up, and good, and it is. So we have at least 8 points on the board. Still no touchdowns yet, but with 1:30 left, they're going to try to throw this football here underneath. We're on it. But the only matchup I am worried about from that is whoever Calvin Austin is going to be against here. As simple as that. Up the seam. Drew Phillips, good play. I really think he could develop well for us, but it's 3rd and 7 already, and we get ourselves off the field here. We're waiting. Looking. It's going to be Justin Fields trying to take off, but it's sacked. Chapman getting another one here on this season. Great for him. But I'm looking for Wandale on the outside. Quick and easy to him. Wandale making the catch going down. As for going for it on 3rd and 5, we're going to have to look for it here. Open over the top. Can we fit this in? No. Minka Fitzpatrick. That's an interception you can't allow happen here, and he's got a big return. We have to bring him down. Pittsburgh now in field goal range. Thought we could levy it up and over the top. Not the case. Second interception of the day. Maybe running with Cordero Patterson here. Leaking out as they're going to throw it, and it's going to be our own interception. Isaiah Simmons, that's what we need here. Maybe we can break it free. We break out of a Justin Fields tackle, and Isaiah Simmons is keeping ourselves in this game. We're going to take some time off, and we're going to go into halftime here with a score of all scores, 15-20. But coming out of the tunnel in the second half, the Steelers do start with the football. And I think that's why that touchdown was so important for us at the end. But in this second half, I want to mix it up with a lot more blitzes, put pressure on as much as we can here is underneath. I hit the Pat Freiermuth, but it is 3rd and 2, 5-on-5, as it is going to be a great job coming in underneath. It's going to be completed. So close there, but we're going to continue to bring pressure, bring blitz. It's this time, though, run play up the middle. And Dexter Lawrence just doing Dexter Lawrence things. And so it's a 3rd and long. We want to get off the field here. Watching any crossers sitting as they're going to float this one. And what a great route by George Pickens on Adoree Jackson, keeping this drive alive. And so now it's going to be them getting the ball back here. Phillips, good tackle up the middle. Or we just have to keep him out of the end zone. To the air they go, out to the outside. Darnell Washington, we can't levy a big hit on him as Darnell Washington's down at the 10. But now they bring in the fullback. I formation look, run up the middle. Cordero Flott can't make the tackle. Deontay Banks can't bring him down either. But it's all going to come down to this 2nd and goal. Looking for a Chapman. He's going to scramble up the middle. Justin Fields got to hold him out of the end zone, but it's not going to be the case. Justin Fields scrambling his way in. So it's going to be another chance, another opportunity where we're going to have to come back. Can we do it today? Smith-Marsette. Don't want to drop to 2-7 on the year as this return to the outside. Smith-Marsette going down, but with the weapons that we are losing on offense right now, life is going to be tough. And so can we get Bryce Ford-Wheaton to come off well? No, but Hodgins on the outside. And so back to the quick stuff underneath. Out to the outside, Wandell holding on just barely, but we only have 1 3rd down conversion today. Tyrone Tracy, can he make it number 2? Fuego screen out to the outside. Maybe some blitz picked up. We're going to play it a little slow to get to the outside. 8 has just been so unbelievably rough to us. It's sitting underneath. That's just a bad throw in general. We were completely off balance. This is going to be almost returned, as it is going to be returned to the house, as the Steelers are going to win this game, and we're looking on it next week. Got to rebound. Got to get our weapons healthy. Maybe have to make a move now for a receiver after we maybe botched our season by giving one away. But with that loss, it's nice to know we are not the worst quarterback in the league. Daniel Jones, 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, because Anthony Richardson is having a stinker of a year. Same with Derek Carr. The Saints started out hot, then completely fell apart. Will Levis, Bo Nix, Bryce Young, Deshaun Watson, all struggling as well. But with Neighbors out, it's going to be Wan'Dale Robinson who's going to have himself a day. Hodgins and Hyatt both on the outside. And so it will be a pass attempt here now, rolling with it. On the other side is Theo Johnson, gets himself open, and the big fella tight end at Penn State makes it happen. So a good look there, and we're going to continue trying to get Daniel Jones out of the pocket here a little bit. Rolling to the outside. It's going to be Belly's turn this time. Belly getting up the field, and I think the tight ends are going to be very important for this game. And so it is going to be 3rd and 3. We're going to have to make it happen as we're going to take off here with Daniel Jones. Got to run to the sideline, and we make a man miss and more. Daniel Jones getting out of bounds. And so crossing the midfield mark. This is how we need to start a game. Underneath Theo Johnson, and then up the middle now with a run. Trying to find a hole. Singletary, he's been really struggling, but it's another 3rd and 2. This time, can we pick it up with a run? Out to the outside, we're going to get chased down by Bobby Wagner, and that may have knocked us out of field goal range. And so with us being out of field goal range, we're going to go for it here. 4th and 5. A risky way to start this game is we're going to go ahead, find Wan'Dale Robinson for the 1st down and more. And I do like Johnson leaking out of the backfield here. It's actually underneath. Theo, the other Johnson, in for the end zone. No. It said he was out of bounds. And going to instant replay, I'm really interested to see how this is not a catch. 1, 2, he's in. And so that is absolutely ridiculous. There's Wan'Dale Robinson, though, on the outside. He's going to get open, getting his 7. I like the way this is rolling. Run up the middle, though. Can't get the 1st. And so it's another 4th down. 4th and 1 here. Underneath, Wan'Dale's got to catch it, and he does hold on. What a catch from him. Because I don't even want to know how many plays have been on this drive here. So we're looking underneath, trying to fight forward. Belly's the one who gets in, the backup tight end out of ASU. 4th year man, maybe 3rd year man, as Daniel Bellinger's score here. But Jaden Daniels coming on 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year. The rookie is continuing to ball. Earlier in the season, though, when we did play him, they didn't put in a single touchdown. I won't do that again this time, though. We don't want to hold him to as many field goals as possible. So they start off with a deep strike that's completed. For the second second quarter is already opening up. RPO action to the outside. Can't get off, but it's going to be Pinnock allowing the first. And so already crossing the midfield for them. Austin Eckler in at running back as well. We do need to worry about him as they're going to hit underneath. Almost jump. Tyler Nubin, what a play. The other rookie. And I really do think that this draft class with Giants is going to be one of the best in history. Drew Phillips, Tyler Nubin, and more as they're going to go play action. Rolling around. They're going to throw it across body, and Deontay Banks lets up the catch. And I think those guys are all going to be core pieces. Adding in with then Kayvon and more. It's going to be super, super fun as we're rolling with it here. Jaden Daniels looking to scramble, though. He's got a lane up the middle, and he may have a touchdown here. Jaden Daniels running all the way into the end zone and diving in. A massive play there as it's going to be a tied football game. It is now 3rd and 9, and we're going to have to get it out underneath as that's a bad throw. It's supposed to be a curl route. I'm not sure about what happened there, but that's an interception. Andrew Thomas laying the hit, and that was supposed to be a curl route breaking underneath right at the sticks. And so the Commanders are going to have great field position because of it. 13 interceptions now in the year. As this one up the seam, caught with the safety over top. And Cordell Flott, he's another guy, been struggling. And so now on the goal line, looking for a pass. It's going to be underneath. No, a sack up the middle from Sexy Dexy. And we're going to need the man coverage to continue to play well for us. Now a run as it's a QB keep. McFadden's there. McFadden holds them strong, but it's 3rd and goal. Can we hold them to a field goal? Simple as that. Slant concept coming in. They're going to throw this out to the outside, and it's not going to be caught. And so a field goal is going to be out from the Commanders, and good. 10-7 after the interception. But coming back out, I didn't even realize on that interception, Singletary went down with an injury. So instead, it's going to be Tyrone Tracy on the run. It looks like he got a bruised sternum, and he's going to be out for the remainder of this game. And so things are just not looking good for us. As we go another run here, Tyrone Tracy getting a couple of yards forward, but it's back to a 3rd down again. So many already in this game as Wandell winning this one. They throw it underneath, though, and it's a bad ball going in. The accuracy just not quite there. But so far, shout out Deontay Banks against Scary Terry. One-on-one's done a really good job as they do go read option here. With Pinnock, we're going to be out having to chase down Jane Daniels. Can't bring him down. Maybe a hit stick, though, and he fumbles up the football. I do like the way these sliders are playing for us. Really nice and easy. It's almost interception, but no, instead, everybody gets stuck up on each other. With the 2-minute warning here and over with, they're going to go back to the air underneath, maybe settle route instead of cross, as it will be caught by Scary Terry. Or we just need to sit on a slant route. Banks holding them short. And so it's 3rd and 2. Are they going to run it? No, it's going to be play action. Sitting on it. Jane Daniels scrambling, dumping it off. It's going to be caught and a touchdown. Bobby Okereke in coverage. 17-7. Brown the one getting in. Noah Brown scoring for the Commanders as they go ahead and take a 2-score lead, heading close into the tunnel. But the question is, with a minute left, do we push the football? Well, we are going to have to try here. One-on-one backside, though. We go to Hyatt, and this time we do connect. And it really sucks we do have no running game, but I do want to try here. Risk it with Eric Gray up the middle as this run doesn't go anywhere. And so we didn't catch him by surprise. But to the air underneath, it will be complete. Hyatt one more time. He goes down. 41 seconds left. 28, though, as we snap it again. Sending outside underneath. We're going to throw with Theo Johnson. We're going to call timeout. And so we do have no more left as we're going to go ahead, throw this post route, and no, it's intercepted. We threw it too early off the cut, and we're going to go into halftime. 17-7 being the score. 2 interceptions. Daniel Jones, we're struggling. Commanders coming back out onto the field after this return here. Maybe a big hit stick would be nice. I think it's going to be a lot of zone coverage from here on out. They did torch us in man a little bit. Man in motion, though. As a run maybe to Brian Robinson, and we're biting on it hard. Good tackle from McFadden. As Drew Phillips is going to be coming around. Probably on another run. No, it's pass. Sitting quick to the outside. Inside breaker. Now out to Brian Robinson, and Burns is there. And so it's 3rd and 5. We're looking. They're going to go to the air. Maybe something quick across the middle. They're going to throw it as it will be caught. Okereke one-on-one against Zach Ertz. And to me, still the sad thing is our defense. I like the way they're playing so unbelievably much. It's just our offense is so bad, as this will be a screen pass here, opening up for the Commanders to maybe have a shot. Nubin has to give chase here, trying to get the tackle, but they have their own long drive here to start off a half, as it will be a run. With to swallow it up here. Pinnock coming downhill. Kayvon brings him down after 5. But it's 2nd and 5. Another run play up the middle. Good tackling. No, we miss Brian Robinson. He continues to shed tackles. And so it's 1st and goal. Maybe a run play. No, RPO to the outside. And Zach Ertz in for the score. 24-7. And so at this point in the game, this drive may be it. It's all about putting in a touchdown here. Not about going fast. It's Eric Gray on the run. Up the middle 5 yards. But it's 3rd and 4. Theo Johnson, we're looking at him here. He's going to go down. Catch the first. There's another run. We're going to try to keep this on the ground. Eric Gray getting into the open field. Eric Gray's got 10. And the preseason standout running back getting his first major snaps. It's going to be him and Tyrone Tracy with Singletary out as Tyrone Tracy now hits a hole. Tyrone Tracy getting up the field. He's got 10. His life is just good when you don't have to throw the ball all the time. Daniel Jones coming into this week. 2nd in the league in terms of passing attempts. But Eric Gray, I really like the way he's running the ball so far. So we're going to take this one to the outside. We have the speed to get to the corner, but the fourth is almost here. It is going to be Daniel Bellinger almost getting a first down. Right on the goal line, ready to try to put it in. Jacobson to the outside. He seals the edge for that. We do get the first, but we still have to put this one into the end zone. Underneath, looking at it, Theo Johnson's got two, but 5 wide, looking for a passing touchdown. Wandale underneath. Wandale settling, got it. He's got the touchdown. We're back in this game. 10-point difference now between the two teams. But bringing in a blitz here, we're going to sit across the middle of the field, rolling. It is going to be a big sack off the edge. Drew Phillips making it happen. And so 3rd and 21. Sitting. We just have to get off the field here. Jaden Daniels forced to scramble out, and that's the power of a good pass rush making it happen. And so it will be a punt. This one up and away, Adoree Jackson. But here again, we can take our time because of the quick 3. Now we're going to go to a run. Up the middle, look for a lane here. Eric Gray running so much better than Singletary. Just now finally passing 200 yards of offense on the day as we're sitting, rolling as I saw him there. We're going to try to force this one into Wandale. Wandale's got it. And so we're in scoring position here. Underneath, we're going to hit this. No, intercepted. Thought he was going to continue leaking out. He bumped back in. Quan Martin getting the interception, and we just need to have no turnover games. It's as simple as that. We are just killing ourselves here as this throw to the outside is going to be completed. Flat in coverage, as now will be a run here. Pinnock, good scrape down for his 3rd down, but it is going to be 3rd and 3. Blitz coming out. Tyler Newbin forcing this ball out, and it will be caught in first. Such a close endeavor there to make it happen. But now it's going to be man-to-man. Bobby Okereke on Zach Ertz. And while they're still looking to pass this ball, quads coverage. Now it's going to be slant backside, though. And Cordero Flott gets burned. And this game is all but over. Commanders winning this one, 31-14. Cordero Flott may have seen his last start on the Giants roster. But with the loss, we need to head into the next week right away. And it's bad when Bryce Ford-Wheaton is there as a player to watch for us because Isaiah Hodgins injured. We're out with him this week. Jalen Hyatt and Wandale Robinson are going to have to lead the way. But Bryce Young this season off to a rough one. 7 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Andy Dalton did even come in for a little bit. As Chuba Hubbard in at running back. Actually having a pretty good season as they're going to start this game going to him on the run. But I think if our defense plays well, that's how we're going to win this game. It's all going to be about the turnovers. I want to have our first turnoverless football game here. But it is going to be 3rd and 2. Everybody's rushing off the edge. Tight end coming in, then going back out as they're going to get called with a delay of game. And so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Bryce Young taking the snap here, looking maybe across the middle. We're rolling with it. Bryce Young now looking to scramble, just throwing it out of bounds. And our pass rush does the work to force a 3 and out to start. But 15 interceptions is rough. And yes, the sliders have been ridiculous. The hardest sliders I've ever played on. And Singletary is going to be back. And if he can't get things rolling, Eric Gray may get another stab. I love the way that he did play last week. But quick to the air, out to Theo Johnson. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Maybe a drag, though, from Bryce Ford-Wheaton across the middle. Could open up as no. It gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. 2 3 and outs to start in Germany. And so it's back to the Carolina Panthers here. And somehow they are a higher rated team than us. But with man in motion, they're going to go to the air quick, maybe underneath. Guys trapped up as they're going to hit it across the middle. Open. Cordero Flott getting burned. But it was funny. That was Cordero Flott's only snap in on the day. As you see it, Adoree Jackson is out there starting instead this week. I think it's going to help us out a little bit better. It's quick to the outside. Wide open. Pinnock can't levy the hit on Trembles. Good hit from Jackson, though. But I hope this look will help us a little bit better as we are bringing blitz up the middle. Going right out of here. Chuba Hubbard finding a lane, though, getting 5. And so the Panthers are looking to strike. Probably another run. No. Play action. Quick underneath as it will be completed. But after another delay game was called on them, they're going to go with the stretch play. Bobby Okereke, though, shooting the gap as they will go ahead. Go play action look. Rolling across. We're there. Phillips, interception for the rookie. We ran all the way with it here. What a juke move is. Spin out of it. A huge pick there on Bryce Young. His 13th of the season. It's just a bad throw. And our defense able to capitalize. And so 3rd and 9 already. We just need a first down, please, here. So maybe we could float this one in the window. Theo Johnson making the catch. A great play there as we're going to go run this one now. Singletary looking for a lane as he fumbles. Coughs up the football. Singletary's 4th fumble on the year. Struggling with yards per carry. He's out of the game. Eric Gray, welcome to the starting roster. And so it really does suck that this Singletary losing his job just because he can't hold on to the football. This is Chuba Hubbard now on the other side getting a big run down the field. But it's really just Bryce Young not playing well. The stretch play to the outside again. Bobby Okereke this time. But still, 4 yards is a lot. But the first quarter is over. 0-0 score in this one. Defense is playing well. But how about we try to get Bryce flustered here? really quick across the middle underneath. Banks, good coverage, just not enough there in coverage to go almost red zone look already. Deontay Johnson hasn't had that big of a day so far, but this crosser open complete underneath. But it's bad. I feel like Brian Burns hasn't done much this season at all here, as they are going to roll out this time. And as I say that, Brian Burns smashing into the quarterback. And so we're going to drop Cave on the one side, bring Burns off the other. Man in motion, though, sitting underneath. Maybe stick concept. Out to the outside. We did good, got completed. And so Mingo is going to keep it rolling here. Run up the middle now. We are all over it. Hopefully, as long as we can chase down Hubbard, who breaks free to the outside. A great run there from Chuba Hubbard. And so the Panthers looking to punch in the first score of the game. Man in motion across. Run up the middle again as Chuba Hubbard falls down 3rd and inches. Sitting with Azeez Ojulari. Will they try to run it? Up the middle, no, they go to the air. Sitting on it, Bryce Young scrambling across the middle, and we knock it down. Azeez may have not put up his hands, but hey, he put up his helmet, stopping the Panthers. And so they're going for this here. A pass across the middle, underneath, caught. Adam Thielen in, touchdown on 4th and goal. Actually 4th and inches, but still 7-0 here in this one as the Panthers strike first. And so with Eric Gray in and out at running back, we're going to see how he can do. It's his first run. He's off to the races here. He gets hit from behind in the corner, but still 8 yards. A great play there to start out this drive. As we're going to hit this one, maybe up the seam, but Daniel Jones hit there, fumbled this one away. He can't chase down. Actually does at the 3. Sitting on it here. Look at the time in the pocket. Pass rush off the edge. Both our tackles get absolutely burned. And poor Daniel Jones just left out on a limb. I can't even make this his fault. And so our poor defense has to start here. Almost no room for error here as we do bottle up Hubbard. As I'm excited to bring back Azeez Ojulari. It's just a backup outside linebacker at both different spots. It should work as now they go run again up the middle. Dexy, but it's going to be 3rd and goal now. Sitting on it underneath, out to the outside. We are all over it with pin on. And we're going to burn a timeout to keep as much time on the clock because they did go to chew. A 4th and goal. This time, Panthers field goal up and good. Great stop by our defense. But we are going to go to work through the pair. Passing underneath. It's going to be Bryce Ford Wheaton with the catch. But we have to bring some speed to it here with Wandell in motion. Maybe to the outside. He's got the speed on the edge. Good blocks the outside. And we're just going to take it out of bounds. With the 2-minute warning looming, we are going to run it. Eric Gray here, and we're going to cut this one all the way back. At least we tried to. Bad stopping. Now it's going to be 3rd and 12, and Theo Johnson there on the corner route may be open as we're going to roll out here. Look for it. We're just going to try to maybe dump it off to Gray, but Gray can't even hold on to the ball. He drops it. So the Panthers are going to get the ball back here. Our offense struggling to get anything working. Adoree Jackson's going to force a fair catch call, and we're going to sit in really heavy zone with Isaiah Simmons just in the middle. Cover 3 looks here. Slant combinations. They find a window to Mingo. Mingo going through, breaking tackles, getting down the field. But they are going to go ahead, keep it rolling. Screen pass backside. It is going to be Kayvon wrapping it up, as it will be now more pass looks. Out to the outside again, but it's Adoree getting there. He's playing better in that CB2 spot, but with 2 slot corners in, we're in a decent spot. They're going to throw this one underneath. Now Adoree Jackson gets burned, but they're crossing the midfield point, and we're going to have to be careful with what we do here. Bryce Young scrambling out. Bryce Young's going to run for it here. Can we deliver a shot? No. Bryce Young looking down the field again. He's going to hit the cross or Kayvon big hit. But here we blitz. Looking maybe quickly. Bryce Young scrambling. And Bryce Young has got a big lane here down the field. Scrambled out of the blitz. The mobility is saving him in this game. We're just going to bring 5 men on the rush here. Nothing crazy. And just look to the outside as it will be now whip route. Bryce Young looking, scrambling. Can we please sack him as he's scrambling down the field again here, sliding down. 16 seconds left now as they're going to go snap it again. Rolling, sitting underneath. Fade route to the corner. Is this going to be caught but out of bounds? We need our pressure to get there and to actually be able to wrap up the quarterback. But all of our pass rushers are out. Sexy, Dexy, Kayvon, and more as a slant route. No, sitting underneath. We need to tackle him short of the end zone, and we do. And luckily enough, they're going to take the field goal. So another stop from our defense, keeping it a 2-score game. As yes, they went down the field, but that's about it. So maybe we'll abandon that idea quick and just try to run this football out to the outside. Eric Gray breaking a tackle, trying to fight his way forward as it's multiple defenders having to bring him down, but we still lose one. So it's 3rd and 11 already here. Underneath, it's got to be Jalen Hyatt. Has to get up. Has to make a man miss, but can't break a tackle. But I do hate losing more than anything. 2-7. 3-7 sounds a lot better than 2-8 as they're going to look underneath. Throw it. Deontay Johnson with the catch, breaking through 1. But it is still such a very close game here as Phillips may be in motion. Blitz, though, coming through. We should have a free rusher. They're going to hit this in the window, and it's caught by Deontay Johnson, who's trying to run away from everybody, getting past the 50 to the 45. I trust Banks in those situations. Really don't trust anybody else. That's just a big problem there for us. Is they're going to hit this one maybe across the middle. No. Backside. It's going to be Chuba Hubbard. A long way to run here to take him down. And so we're going to continue to roll. Yes, they did get a delay of game as they're going to go now. Play action look. Sitting through. Bryce Young running, scrambling, caught. Tyler Nubin getting burned by CJ Uzma. And it will be a Panthers touchdown. 20-0 here. But it actually looks like they're going to go for 2. Carolina Trying to make it 21-0. Sitting underneath in the window, caught. It is going to be 21-0. Down big in this one. Every single one of our weapons on offense is out, and it is killing us. Our offensive line maybe killing us even more, as we only have 59 yards of total offense in this game. It's ridiculous. Out to Wandell. Wandell holding on, but it is going to be a lot of stick concepts. Nice and easy maneuvers here. Sitting underneath, caught. Theo Johnson, no, we can't hold on. Shaq Thompson delivering the hit. And so it is going to be 3rd and 6 again, and we're going to have to try to roll out. Maybe sitting underneath. Can we deliver this one in? Wheaton, but he can't get the first down. It's 4th and 1. And so again, it's going to be a punt situation. Jamie Gillen has to bomb it deep. Adoree Jackson doing really well in the special teams front. And so it's 3rd and 10. We need to get off the field if we want any chance in this game. Bryce Young stepping up. Bryce Young running, sliding down. We are going to force a punt. And can Adoree Jackson give us good field position, though, on a return? We're going to take it to the outside. A bad juke move there. Or maybe one-on-one. Jalen Hyatt could find something good here. So we're going to roll out. But no, we're going to force this one into Wheaton. Wheaton, good catch. But it is really just how things have gone for us here. Is underneath. Free rusher, Hyatt holding on. And so on 3rd and 4, Tyron Tracy, who hasn't gotten a carry yet today, is going to get a reception as we're going to force it to him on the screen. And he's got the first down and a little bit more. Tyron Tracy getting down the field. But we are going to try a shot maybe here. Sitting up on, rolling underneath. Nope. Wheaton, though. No, it's going to be Smith Marset actually in. And Marset gets the first down. We are digging deep into the depth chart here. We did sign a practice squad player as well, you may see, as it is going to be Cornelius Johnson out of Michigan. Pulled him off the Packers practice squad. We're going to roll up, and this one is no, it's intercepted. We wanted to throw it out on the outside, not lead him upfield on that one, even trying to throw it behind. Woods returning it all the way, and this game is almost over as they're going to go ahead here, try to run this one in, out to the outside. Good job from McFadden holding him short, but changes are going to have to happen on the offensive side. Maybe it's going to be offensively, schematically, I don't know yet. But this is horrible. As they're going to throw this one underneath. Breaking a tackle is Hubbard. A man in motion sitting underneath. Slant route. No. Out to the outside. Will we tackle him? Pinnock gain. Touchdown saver. But Pinheiro is still going to make it a 3-score game. We didn't give up the touchdown. Our defense playing so unbelievably well. So another screenplay. Very simplistic offense. And that's the only thing that's going to work. As we got a hit with Eric Gray. And Eric Gray hitting a seam a little bit. Good spin move there. But with one-on-one. Going up and over the top. Ford Wheaton. Maybe a lane. Ford Wheaton with a good catch. And we are going to sit in a very similar look underneath. Blitz coming off the edge, though. We have to throw it away. No, the sack gets to us. To 2nd and 18. We just need a chance here rolling out. We have to give it off to Tyrone Tracy getting down the field. Now 3rd and 7. But we just can't get goose egged. I will not allow it. We're going to dump this one off as it's going to be caught by Theo Johnson. It was supposed to go to Wandell, but still a first down nonetheless. As underneath, maybe now sitting, rolling. Scrambling to the outside. Can we set our feet? Maybe throw it into Wandell. But once again, screenplay. Have to go to it because everything else is failing. As a cutback lane, Shaq Thompson, though, veteran linebacker all over it. As it will now be play action on 3rd and goal. Rolling out. We're going to try to hit this. Head going up the field as Eric Gray drops another pass. And so it all comes down right here. If we can't get a touchdown, it is game over. As we're going to hit this one to the outside. Maybe jump ball. Look, no, intercepted. And we look on now to next week. And so with a 2-8 record heading into the bye week this week, we want to take a look at the draft boards. Looking at the ranks here. This is our favorite look. But the quarterbacks, and we are going to a realistic draft class. Got it all to work. Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders, Quinn Ewers, and Carson Beck. These are the guys heading the top of the draft boards. But Quinn Ewers and Cam Ward are also there. I really think this is a toss-up between all of these guys about who's really going to be the best, who's going to be the worst. Dylan Gabriel may be the only one I'm considering out in that count. Jackson Dart, I think, has it at Ole Miss. All these guys could be 70+. I'm unsure, though. But with the way Singletary's been playing, obviously with the fumbles being benched, Eric Gray coming in, we need to look at running backs. And this running back class is very deep. You got guys like Nick Singleton and Dylan Edwards really not proving himself. But at the top, Ashton Gentry, Ollie Gordon, Omar Hampton. But maybe we go somewhere playing next to Malik Neighbors. Now, I haven't gone through the receivers yet, but I like Isaiah Bond. He's really fast, can play complement well to Malik Neighbors. With Darius Slayton leaving, that could maybe work out for us. But cornerback, that's going to be a big position for us. Will Johnson, Travis Hunter, Benjamin Morrison, those three could be phenomenal. But in later rounds, Denzel Burke at Ohio State, he's been balling for years now. But even down here, Kobe Bryant out of Kansas, a man-to-man corner who I do like a little bit on the thinner side, but I think would be perfect. And I'd like the safety spots too. Nick Emenawari out of South Carolina, Andrew Mabuka out of Texas. If you guys are watching this now, make sure to comment and let me know who do you want to see me take. But at the bye here, this is the record so far. We are at 2-8, Dallas at 4-5, Philly at 7-2, Washington at 8-2. Well, it's not just us struggling. the Niners, the Saints, the Rams, Panthers, and more all also struggling as Minnesota's dropped 5 straight games with Sam Darnold at the helm. But we do have a message with our offensive coordinator, Todd Walters, and I need to tell Todd that our offense needs to get better. We are the second worst offense in the league, but we are meeting with the team asking what do we need to get better at, and we need to get our slot receiver the ball more. Wan'Dale Robinson looks like he's going to be the guy, man, coming out of the break here. Luckily enough, Malik Neighbors is healthy, but Jalen Hyatt more catches. That's our goal. They considered him the slot receiver. Gosh, I love Madden, and we're going to try to average 3 catches per game for the rest of the season for Jalen Hyatt. And so after the bye week, yes, the draft classes were looked at, but how about Daniel Jones? Can we have a resurgence here in this back half of the season for us? Malik Neighbors is back, which is huge, but it will be our defense out on the field first here in MetLife, meaning we're going to get the ball in the second half. Kenner on the return here, looking up the middle, trying to go. Boogie Basham can't get a hold of this. Bye week is starting off with maybe a return touchdown here down the sideline. We finally bring him down. And so Baker Mayfield out on now for the Buccaneers after what it was a crazy return. Looking at it, he's at 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the season. I'm glad that our 17 interceptions still isn't the worst in the league, but we have to shut down Mike Evans, Chris Godwin today. So they're going to start off with a run. It's going to be up the middle. The annoying thing is they return themselves into field goal range almost. All they need is a couple yards out of it, tight end in motion. And so it does make it 3rd and 8. We are going to go cover 3. Let it go across the middle. Actually, out to the outside they go, and it's a knockdown. And that's Trey Hawkins out there. He's going to be getting the start after the bye week. Second-year man out of Old Dominion, came in last year's class. And so I'm excited to see what Trey Hawkins can do. Yes, he's 69 overall, but still very good. But that's how rebuilding this team is going to go every single Monday for you guys, as we're going to return this one with Smith up the middle. Look for a little bit of lane. We're going to start at the 35. With a draft class that's full of quarterbacks, is he going to be out? 15 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. But out of the bye, it will be Eric Gray starting in at running back. We're going to run this to the outside, try to get a lane. Eric Gray not going to get forward, but maybe man-to-man, maybe Neighbors. That's going to be here as we're going to roll out. Try to take off with Daniel Jones, and we're going to slide our way down. So it's 3rd and 5. We have to get a first down here. Sitting underneath Wan'Dale Robinson open there. He's going to go ahead and get it. And I want Wan'Dale to continue to have success here. Out to the outside. He's going to get another catch. This one for 7. But I want Ford Wheaton to come across the middles. He is going to be in here. But no, we're going to find it. It's going to be Neighbors. Caught. Neighbors, welcome back. A beautiful thing there is now we're going to go fade route. Actually hit it inside. Neighbors up. Almost intercepted. Now to Eric Gray on the ground. Can he be the one to get it in? As he's got the edge. Eric Gray diving in. He's almost got it down at the 1-yard line. As they look a little bit all over the place, but Tyrone Tracy, can he be the one to run this one in? And he is. Tyrone Tracy getting into the end zone here for the Giants. And we have a lead in this game. And that feels like our first nice, easy touchdown drive in forever. But the Bucs going back to work here. Empty set. Will they go run again? Yes. And the cutback lane almost opened up, but it's Brian Burns. Brian Burns has been a little bit lax this season. Hasn't really gotten the sack numbers I was hoping. I wanted 8 on the year, but just doesn't look like that's going to be the case. But he's still been playing well in the run, as we do have one of the best rush defenses in the NFL. It's 3rd and 9 already. Sitting zone coverage look. We're rolling up the seam as it's going to be caught. And so a fresh set here for the Bucs. Time just passing 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Underneath Drew Phillips. We almost got an interception, but did knock the ball out. And so we'll need to do everything in our power to re-sign him, as it's Baker Mayfield scrambling out. Pinnock, we get burned there as Newbin gets burned as well. Kenner breaking a tackle, and he may find himself into the end zone if not for a Drew Phillips tackle. Because actually I was wrong. That's Jamal Agnew. So Agnew burned us on the kick return to start the game. Then burned us here on the play across the middle. He is a weapon and a half as they're going to hit this one. McFadden, though, interception. User from us, Micah McFadden. I'm so happy his dev went up earlier in the season. He's a short breakout opportunity guy for us. And I think he'd be a core player to this defense. But this is how you win football games. Win the turnover battle. And how about we run right at Antonio Winfield? Stretch play to the outside. Have to try to cut it up for some yards. I'm continuing to worry about where our backs are right now as we have to scramble out. Maybe throw this one underneath. This is off Wan'Dale's knee. But the screenplays worked last week or the week before the buys. We're going to go to it here. Just get Tyrone Tracy out in the open field. The receiving running back. Good juke move there. Oh my goodness. He gets up to the 25. Tyrone Tracy, a little weapon for us in the receiving game at running back. Really feels like there's no point throwing a deep shot. Our offensive line is just struggling. So we're going to throw this one underneath. Neighbors holding on. This is 3rd and 3. Have to sit on it nice. Wan'Dale have to hold on, and he does, as it will be a run here. Split inside zone, and the running game not working. Eric Gray, a tough day for him, but it's going to be a tough day anytime we try to run the football here. But we have to be patient. Holes may open up for us as we get 9. 3 yards per carry is kind of expected as on 3rd and 1. Run up the middle for a first down and more. It is going to be Tyrone Tracy with the biggest run on the day for us. And looks like Eric Gray will be out. Bruce Sternum will not be able to return for this game. So that means Singletary didn't lose his job quite yet. He's going to be coming back in here as we're going to pull this one. Daniel Jones to the outside. Not going to work as we're looking now stick concept. Quick to the outside. It's going to be Neighbors making the catch. But run pass is just not working. So we're sitting on it underneath. We're actually going to go up to Wandell. It's a bad ball in, though. But welcome back, Graham Gano. The New York Giants kicker is going to be able to kick this one up and good. But our defense in this first half playing well, holding the Bucs only 60 yards. They're going to go play action. Sitting across here. They're going to dump this one to the outside. A good knockdown. Newbin, a really good play there. But I do want to be able to bring him on blitzes as well. I just don't like Kayvon Thibodeau in man coverage. I'm not going to lie. The one thing that does scare me about this, as Newbin on the blitz, looking for a lane here. They're going to throw a quick and underneath, and we get burned out. Godwin, shifty enough on the inside. And this is probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. This Bucs roster looking for something to hit here. Running across the middle. They're going to dump this one off underneath of the tight end. We cut him down, but they're going to be passing from here on out. As underneath, no. Oh, I thought we were sitting on it with Mike Evans. Continuing to the hurry up. Underneath again. Now sitting. Baker Mayfield scrambling, dumping it off. Mike Evans. I like this one here. Sitting it on again. They dump it off. They just love the underneath to Mike Evans. As now maybe blitz to change it up here. As leaking out. It's the tight end one more time. But we just have no fix for what's trying to happen here. Is maybe across the middle. No, to the tight end one more time. As if it was a completion percentage battle, it would be an interesting one. Is Baker Mayfield scrambling out almost there with Newbin. Such a close play. Baker, though, still trying to get it to work. As they're going to go fade route here across. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Palmer. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, did we ever get so lucky with that slot fade? Buck coming back on the field. Didn't get the feed in. 51 seconds left now. Rolling underneath as somehow it went right through Micah McFadden's face. Our defense just looking to get off the field here. Nice and easy. Underneath again. Mike Evans, of course. He's breaking tackles, though, sliding down to the 4-yard line. And so what about a blitz? Can we strike fear in Baker Mayfield? Make him make a back throw here as we're going to sit underneath. No, they go out to the tight end who breaks one underneath, but he jukes us out. I love that animation. We couldn't even tackle Deontay Banks if we wanted to. But Kieft gets in for the score. So with 34 seconds left, can we push the football? How about up the seam real quick here? No diving interception right away. Okay, not the look we wanted as we do manage to take him down. As we're going to need an interception, something really clean here for us underneath. Baker scrambling. Baker hitting. It is going to be caught. An extra effort there as it's going to be a one-play touchdown from Chris Godwin. Oh, no. Exactly what you didn't want to have happened, and the Bucs now have the lead. So in the second half, it will be a return from Smith Marset. And, you know, I wanted no turnovers, and the turnover did happen. So we're going to be playing from behind. I just hate how much we have to pass the football. I want to run the football as much as possible, but it's not just going to happen as it will be Singletary leaking out. And so it's an early 3rd and 6. Can we hit this across? As it will be Theo Johnson. He's going to get open here. He's got to turn up the field, and he's short because we threw the ball behind him. And so we will be punting this one away. No, it's actually a fake up the middle. Jacob Johnson falling forward, and he didn't get it. We went for the fake punt. It was actually called by coach suggestions, and Johnson, the fullback, did not get there. Britt making the tackle, and so we're kicking ourselves here. The Bucs, 3 separate drives starting past the midfield point in this game. That is just not a great look, as it will be Baker Mayfield scrambling out, but a sack from Isaiah Simmons. Maybe Drew Phillips can get in for another sack. Really put a rush on this Baker Mayfield as they're going to hit this one across the middle. It's going to be caught one-handed here. Wow, what a play. This falling to 2 and 9 is really looking like more and more of a thing as they're going to hit this the outside underneath. Newbin couldn't make the play. Oh, Simmons in the middle. Maybe the plug it against the run. No, a motion out. We're looking for anything hitting across. Nope, they go to the outside, but it's out of bounds. And so we're going blitz on 3rd and 2, but there is going to be a delay of game called. Bucs backed up. And so can we make this happen? Can we force a field goal? This would be huge in this game. Quick to the outside. No, they're going to go underneath. We got to come up. We rally. We tackle, and a field goal from the Bucs incoming. They're going to be up and good with it. So it's going to be 20-10 as we're not testing any more deep balls in this game. We're going to be as smart as possible about it. But how about a read option for Daniel Jones? Off to the races and down the sideline. Daniel Jones trying to outrun everybody. A huge carry there. He's got 49 yards on the day. So the excitement goes away, but we're still sitting here underneath. We're going to go now to Theo, and that's going to leave it to be a 3rd and 1. Can we convert here? Slant route underneath. Caught. Neighbors. Touchdown. Welcome back, Malik Neighbors. This back half of the season's got to be all about him if we want to get this offense moving. And so 3 points now, all that's separating. I want that interception to be our last. It does hurt us as they're going to go to the air quick and underneath. We're rolling with it. They're going to settle. Out to the outside, though. Hit McFadden. Great scrape over. And so far, I would think that we're actually doing a pretty good job holding it. Sexy Daxy, what a play. Having him in the middle is going to be huge for a long time. I will pay him whatever he wants. We're pinching everybody here and bringing everybody on the blitz. We're going to get Baker Mayfield off of his route. It's completed. Trey Hawkins got burnt. Oh my goodness. We brought Trey Hawkins in to press and he gets taken over by Mike Evans for Buccaneers. Big play, touchdown with the resettle, regain, and go back on a drive alone. I thought on a 3rd and 12, if the pass rush got there, we could make it happen. But that doesn't mean the 4th is going to be here. So sit underneath Tyrone Tracy, good catch, getting himself forward, making it 3rd and 6. Oh, Ford Wheaton checking in. He may be the one who gets open here. As underneath, we're going to sit on it across the middle. He's got to get the first, and he does just barely. Wandell's sitting out in these next couple of plays, which is absolutely fine. As we're sitting, rolling, trying to get to the outside. Now we're just going to throw it away. I do want to expose Malik Neighbors and whoever is covering him as this one goes. But I'll go right back to the same exact play if it does work here underneath. Neighbors one more time on Dean out there. Jamal Dean, as that's such a good play there. Just scheming it up nice and easy as we're going to have Neighbors again. As he's got now 7 catches, 103. Super happy about this as now it's play action. RPO though. Wandell getting to the sideline, not breaking a tackle. But we are in scoring position here. Sitting on it nice and easy. We're going to go across as Theo Johnson. What a catch there. Theo Johnson keeping our drive alive. But we need to look end zone here. Safety, not going to happen. But Theo Johnson, maybe he could be open on a crosser. Theo Johnson continuing to get forward with an injury stopping the clock. We can resettle. Maybe try to run this football here. So we're going to take it to the outside. Try to get forward to the 5-yard line. But I'm looking out there and I want to test him. Malik Neighbors, nobody on him. We're going to take it. Throw it up. Neighbors, got it. No, he doesn't hold on. Thought we had it. Not the case. Now it's going to be a rollout. We're sitting on it, looking, taking off with Daniel Jones down, and we're in. Touchdown, New York Giants. Daniel Jones with the rushing score. Back to a 3-point game. And so with 4 minutes on the clock, we just need to stop as they're going to go to a run. Big hit, and the ball comes out. Azeez Ojulari. What a play. You can't get anything better than this. Micah McFadden picks it up, but Azeez Ojulari delivering the boom. We need to re-sign him. We need to bring him back. I was on the fence. Probably could have went deep to man Hurts. Just didn't quite work as instead now Hyatt dropping the football. And that means it's already going to be 3rd and 10. There's a flag, though. This may be a free play. As we're going to sit, roll in the window. Neighbors has got it. No, he didn't hold on. As they're going to actually call offsides on the defense. Jamal Dean get called. And so now the time for an RPO. Can we get it to work here? It's going to be Daniel Jones running, taking off. Daniel Jones looking for a hole. Break it through one, and he cuffs up the football. We could have slid down. I wanted to try to follow the blockers a little bit, but Daniel Jones coughing away the game. And so we go right back to where we were. We need to make a stop. Thank you, Daniel Jones. Shout out. As we're going to try to go for another big hit, I guess. But they're in the chew clock. My guess is another run here with Rashad White. As they will, stretch play. Outside. We got to scrape all the way across with Okereke. Can we hold him short? We do. And so this is a big 3rd and 1. Maybe a run play. Keeping in the middle. It's Drew Phillips. We hold him short. He's breaking tackles, and we still make this stop. And we're going to burn the timeout. Drew Phillips, the rookie. One of the best plays you can ask for. Can Adoree Jackson put us in the best position possible? Coming down the field. Good juke move. Out to the outside. He's got up to the close to the 40 and past it. And so starting out, read option. We're sitting. It's going to be Daniel Jones to the outside. Daniel Jones getting up the field. He's got a decent chunk, but there's 10 seconds left. As it's going to be Theo Johnson open, but we miss him. And so 3rd and 6. Out to the outside. We're going to throw this one up and over, and it's barely knocked down. Dean on the outside. And so 6 yards is all we need here. Sitting, looking, trying to throw. We get hit and down. Bucks take over. We're going to have to make a play here as they go run. As it's cut up. Timeout. We've done a good job shutting down White today. 10 rushes, 9 yards. But they will go run here up the middle. We're going to fill with Nubin, and we do. And if they get the first down, it's game over. 3rd and 6. Maybe they go to the air, but they could go run. Sitting out the outside. We're there. Drew Phillips. What a knockdown. 4th and 6, and the clock will not run. But there's going to be a long field goal for the Buccaneers. If they miss this, we have great field position again. The Bucs are really trying to let us win this game as the kick is up and no good. Our defense keeping us in this football game. So Daniel Jones back out here scrambling. Jalen Hyatt, can we put this ball in? Yes, on the sideline. No, he drops it again. I really want Jalen Hyatt to work, but this is just not giving me any confidence at all. Sitting underneath. We're trying to dump it off, just get it away. We're dropping a little too far back, and I completely understand that is my fault. As we're going to now go over to the running back, though. Singletary outrunning one, getting out of bounds, 4th and 2. Oh, wait, the clock does run. They're still in this one here. Scrambling out, having to look, setting our feet, and that's a bad ball. And that's game. Now it's officially done. Daniel Jones, every opportunity. We just lost it, cost it, down to 2-9 on the season. You've got to be kidding me. And so with another loss at this point, we have to start answering to the press, where they want to talk about the big primetime matchup this week against the Dallas Cowboys. Do you feel like Daniel Jones has a chance to surprise some people? I hope so. This could definitely be some chance to build some buzz off of his ability. And we're going to say, yeah, he'll surprise some people. Why not? And with 3 touchdown passes being enough to build some buzz, I definitely think so. Yeah, 3 is fine. We're not going to go with 4 touchdown passes. We haven't done that this season. Before we jump into the game, we need to pick some focused players. And looking at it, the quarterback quarterbacks. We already see what kind of talent they are. You see a lot of guys shaping up to be round 3-4 talent. This is risky. With all of them getting unlocked, I want to look at the cornerbacks position. Denzel Burke is somebody I want to look at. Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky is somebody else I really do like with his size at 6'1". But we're going to take it off Harrison, and we're going to put on Kobe Bryant, a day 3 guy. But that is unless Dorian Strong actually does have B-man coverage. I was worried about it going in. And then Jetty Barron's going to be the last one we put it on. More of a slack guy. I don't really like his size. So we're going to focus in on the corners in this one. And so with us not having a win in almost a whole 2 months, can we get it done here? Daniel Jones, Malik Neighbors, and the rest of this team heading into the house that Jerry built, AT&T World, Jerry's World, whatever you want to call it. But Dak, looking at his stats so far, 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott in at running back, Azeez Ojari more. We're going to need Brian Burns to be the guy this upcoming couple of weeks, as we have to tackle Zeke, who's off to the races here, an old-fashioned style for 32. So I was worried about the passing attack, but maybe it's the rushing attack here, as Sexy Dexy puts a stop to the second attempt at it. But with them now there, it's Micah McFadden coming off the blitz and getting in. Micah McFadden having himself a season there. And so it's going to be 3rd and 20, and we have a chance to keep them out of a field goal range here. Setting this up the side, they're looking to dump it off, but no, Kayvon comes in with the hit. And so just like that, somehow things worked in our favor, as they're going to pin us very, very deep. We're going to let it bounce. It's going to go out at the 4, but Eric Gray's back in, and he's going to be the starting running back for this game today, up the middle. We're going to take it out to the outside, though. Eric Gray can't get to this corner. He is actually going to get 7, so that's a great run there. Maybe we can go back to it up the middle. Eric Gray looking for number 2. No, that all does bring it to 3rd and inches. Run up the middle for this first down. Eric Kendricks meets us, holds us short. We get the punt. So Jamie Gillen now in the field position game, as this punt very, very short from Gillen, as we do levy the hit, and Massell picks it up. Kevontae Turpin coughs up the football there, looking at a huge hit from Adoree Jackson right after the catch. Kevontae Turpin, a bad job calling or not calling fair catch, as Massell picks it up, the 3rd string middle linebacker, and it all works out beautifully here. And so finally we have some room to actually pass the football out of this. Is rolling to the outside, looking across the middle. We're going to set our feet, and we do have Malik Neighbors for good gain. I just want to get also Jalen Hyatt more involved on today, as we do get him the football here on the sideline, stepping out of bounds, only gain a 1. So that is going to make it a 3rd and 7. And we're going to sit, give this one off, and Micah Parsons shuts down this play, and that may take us out of field goal range, and it does. So Jamie Gillen, we're going to have to pin him very, very deep here. This ball perfect enough to stop at the 10-yard line. Bounce down at the 11. And so now I formation, they go back to it. Zeke, it's Kayvon and Brian Burns, as we're going to watch for the tight end leaking out here. Going up the seam for verticals look, dump it off instead. Great tackle from Simmons. And so the field position has completely flipped, and that's how you win games here. Jason Pinnock coming in for the block. Not going to happen. Adoree Jackson, if he can make one man miss, this would be beautiful. We're going to try a juke. No, not going to work. But 6 seconds left. Out to the outside. We're going to hit this one. Wan'Dale Robinson going forward. And so with 25 passing yards in the first quarter, hopefully we can get more in the second. It's Wan'Dale leaking him out right into danger. He's got 2 yards, but it's going to be another 3rd and 1 that we are going to have to convert up the middle. This time we got it. Eric Gray, what a run. It just doesn't look like we're going to have a 100-yard rusher this season. I would have loved it to be Singletary, but it's just not going to happen. It's Gray squeaking into the open field, getting chased down. Is underneath now. Malik Neighbors, he's got the first down, but with Bryce Ford Wheaton checking in now, maybe we're going to have to go to him on the drag. Sitting, we're going to dump it off, just get a couple of yards forward, and 4 is a decent amount on that kind of play. I want to get him more involved. It's just not the case. It's just really hard to, as now we go screenplay, leaking out, and bad blocking, but this time from 51, we're going to have a chance. Graham Gano, the kick is going to be up, and barely good. Graham Gano squeaks it in. 3-0's the score, and we're up here against the Cowboys in the second quarter. So our defense doing a good job. 5 minutes left, though, in the second quarter. Can we keep it rolling? Man coverage out to the outside. Wheel route, we're running with it. Have to run with it. Is this one? Ezekiel Elliott is so wide open. Oh, my goodness. The wheel route from the other side gets through, and it's a one-play touchdown for the Cowboys. We need to take a look back and see what the heck happened to Tyler Nubin. As you do see it right here, he got caught up on the wide receiver, allowing him to get open. And so you just can't catch a break in Giants franchise. Even when you put together finally a decent drive to put some points up on the board, it's a one-play touchdown for the Cowboys. As Adoree Jackson on the return is going to get forward, but we're going to go play action here to start. Maybe we can get one play of our own. No, Micah Parsons coming right at us. That's a massive sack there that we do take from Micah Parsons. And so we have to go back to work. Micah Parsons coming at us again. We can just barely get the ball off, and he's a complete game wrecker here. And so we went 3rd and 23. We have to go 4 verticals, and we're just going to test it. 1-on-1. Backside here. Hyatt, can he make the catch? No, he can't. And Daniel Jones out with an injury, quadricep strain, and so he's going to be out for the remainder of this game. Gillen in, punting this football away. This one going really short. Gillen not having a great day. And the Cowboys are going to have great starting field position. I need Brian Burns to make a play. Is this run up the middle? It's going to be a big lane for Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke getting up, and so then maybe a mid blitz, maybe a free rusher here. As we will have a free rusher. Is this one good hit? As Dak and the Cowboys continuing to look here. Maybe quick to the outside. We're sitting on it. They're going to throw this one underneath, and Banks almost with the pick. That was a late ball coming in. It's 3rd and 10 now. We're going to be using Banks in a flat situation. They're going to throw it to the outside, and of course it's caught. With 2 minutes left on the clock here. Maybe a play underneath, as it will go ahead and hit. We have to rally to it. All right, we're only going to rush 3. Kind of spy with Simmons right now. Is underneath? No, out to the outside. Hawkins, as they're going to look now. Passing play here. We're running with the wheel route. They're going to hit it underneath, though, and it will be a touchdown. The Cowboys punch in a score. That's Hunter Renfrow in at receiver. The Cowboys struggling with injuries to the receiving core. Hunter Renfrow coming in a little bit later in the season. With a minute 17 left, we're going to have to put it together because the Cowboys 3-14 is a rough score to look at. And so with Neighbors getting a little banged up, everybody getting a little banged up, it's going to be Drew Lock in at quarterback, and he's going to get forward. Also, with it being a Thursday game, it's really going to be rough for us only because of the stamina problem. I try to manage practice reps the best I can. Unfortunately, though, just not the case, as we're actually driving right now down the field. Wan'Dale Robinson making plays, but Drew Lock in at quarterback, putting together a really, really good one. But now we need to start burning our timeouts based on how this is all going here. We're going to go underneath. Bryce Ford Wheaton with a catch. Bryce Ford Wheaton breaking a tackle. We're going to burn the timeout. It's on the goal line, 5 wide. Sitting underneath. Slant route, caught. Hyatt, touchdown getting in. And with Daniel Jones out, Drew Lock comes in on his first true drive, leading a touchdown, and that is going to raise a lot of questions going forward. And 15 seconds left. Looks like the Cowboys are going to keep kind of rolling with it here. Across the middle, great play by Drew Phillips, but it is going to be caught, as we're only going to rush 3, drop the rest, but the 3 rushing could make it big plays. Here's underneath. We almost, and we do knock the ball out, and so it will be a bench concept, sitting out the outside. We got a rallying tackle. He's going to get forward, and so a really long field goal for Aubrey. Is this going to be good here before the half? Wow, he has the leg for it, but it is going to be just left. Going at halftime here, 14-10, a close one again. But we are going to be receiving here. Smith Marsetti on the return. We're going to break to the outside. He's got a little bit of a lane here, getting forward almost to the 40. But to start it off, we're going with a bubble. Nice and easy. Out to Wan'Dale Robinson. Give him a little bit of space here. Get to the side. But slant concept, maybe that'll work. We're going to roll out here. Set our feet. As I can actually see it in the window. Hyatt, what a catch. A risky throw there from Drew Lock, but he's able to make it happen. Drew Lock is wheeling and dealing. As this one out to the outside. Oh, we got hit. But with the one high safety and Diggs one-on-one. We're going to be a Hyatt type of game. He's just got to make plays for us. And it's sad that Trayvon Diggs is just following around Wan'Dale whenever he's on the field. That's how bad of shape we are in, is underneath. Theo Johnson getting forward, but it's another touchdown drive. Maybe if we could just get this rolling across the middle. I see Theo Johnson down to the 10-yard line with Tyrone Tracy in at running back. We're going to give it to him up the middle. Tyrone Tracy got 4, and why not go to another run here? If we can bounce this one to the outside, maybe, as it's going to have a good hole, and we're in. Tyrone Tracy with his first rushing touchdown, maybe on the season here, but the rookie doing a great job as we have the lead here against the Cowboys. It may not be Daniel Jones as surprising people, but it is the Giants roster. But I want to use Jason Pinnock a little bit more, blitz him off the edge. Maybe we'll shoot him through the A-gap here. Maybe we get a free rush as we are, but it's across the middle. I don't know what we were doing with Boogie Basham, but it is 3rd and 2 here. Basham on the inside. I don't really like that look. They run up the middle, and we have a chance here to stop them. We stop the Cowboys. What a great feeling it is to actually be in control of a game, as it will be punted away. And Adoree Jackson, we're going to let this one go bounce into the end zone as they do not put backspin on it. And it is going to make it 3rd and 9. A little bit worrisome here. Maybe backside, though. Bad throw, as it will not get in, but there's a flag late. This could be a roughing the passer call here. Is no pass interference, as it looks like it's going to be pass interference on Carlson, who didn't let Hyatt get back to the ball. And so because of this drive will continue underneath. Wan'Dale, nice and easy, getting up for almost 10. And so I'm loving this look right at Tyrone Tracy. Again, outside, he's got room to run. As one more time, just to get this first down would be huge, as he does go through the hole with Wan'Dale and Neighbors. Both out right now, struggling with stamina and injury. Well, what is that 3rd and 4 going to look like? How about a crosser from Bryce Ford Wheaton? That could be the play here. As no, how about a crosser from Hyatt getting down? I tried to secure the catch, but Drew Lock has come in, gone for 160 and 1 touchdown. Maybe it is Daniel Jones' fault. Maybe that's where we point the finger. We've been looking at it this whole season long. Singletary, Jones, our offensive line. As now we're going to look for a second passing touchdown here on the day here. Scrambling out. We're going to go to him. No, it's not going to work. How about a power look on 2nd and goal? Up the middle, the hole opens up for us, and it is Tyrone Tracy getting number 2 on the day. Singletary, Jones, injuries, more. But the island of misfit toys here in New York, with Victor Cruz leading the way as head coach, are figuring out how to win against Dallas in a primetime matchup. And so with 8 minutes left in the game, can we put it together here? Dak Prescott's going to take a shot here. Phillips, good play and coverage. And so now they go 5 wide. Maybe a quick to Zeke, but underneath routes, as they are going to throw it over our head instead to the tight end. With that not working, stretch play, maybe to the outside. No, backside slant RPO. As I'm not sure if I trust Trey Hawkins on that look there. We're going to roll with the Dory Jackson. Maybe look backside, see if he needs any help there. But instead, it's going to be Tolbert, it looks like, I think, getting free, as they're going to go keep rolling with it. Underneath Dak, looking under, and we almost intercepted that. But the Cowboys instead now setting 1st and goal. Made it happen. It took 4 minutes off the clock, but they're making plays as Dak is scrambling out. Going to dump it off nice and easily. Good tackle from Kayvon Short. As points allowed, we have the 2nd worst team this season. Most of that is our offense's fault. Passer run sitting out. Zeke up the middle. They are going to run it, and he's got the lane. Touchdown here, 21-24. And so for the love of everything, can we please just run out this clock? Can we please just get a win? That's all I want. It's all I'm waiting for. This run, Tyrone Tracy breaking some tackles, not spitting out, but we get back to the line of scrimmage at least. Problem is there, we take no time off the clock. It doesn't really help us at all. So how about Hyatt holding on here, huge, but the Cowboys get an injury, so that doesn't stop the clock either. How about this run up the middle? Can we, Tyrone Tracy, we break a few tackles and go down? Yes, we do, and finally the clock will run, but we're going to risk it. Throw it here, maybe to a crosser. Underneath, as we're going to try to force it into Manhurts, and he makes the catch, 3rd and 2. And so this is a big 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. We're going to go for it here, and Tyrone Tracy, what a run. And so it's just one more 1st down. Cowboys are going to start burning timeouts. This is what's going to end it. A run to the outside. No, a holding call could kill us in this moment. And so 1st and 20. We're going to keep it on the ground here. A big run is going to be huge. Just, oh my goodness, Tracy up the middle getting for 12. A huge play there is now we just need a couple more yards. We're going to cut this one in. Bad blocking though. We only got a yard. And so just to confirm a completion, we are going to go to the screenplay here. Let's just try to barely get it in. As a 1st down, looks like it may happen. Tyrone Tracy putting this game away. And we just need to just drain this clock down. 14 carries, 54 yards for him. Maybe the starting running back job. And after this run, we are just going to take some knees as we go ahead and beat the Cowboys in this game. And this is probably the biggest win in Giants franchise. Maybe the turning point here as Drew Lock, not Daniel Jones, surprises a lot of people in a primetime matchup. And this may be a hindrance to the Cowboys in their playoff run as they do drop to 6-6. So there's a win in that as well. And so after our win against the Cowboys, we're going to go and offer some money to Jason Pinnock. Azeez Ojulari is going to come back. I want Pinnock on a better deal as well. But Pinnock does not accept. But what about Boogie Basham? It will be a 2-year deal, and he's going to take it, and it's a low ball offer, which is beautiful. But looking forward, the defensive coordinator does want to meet with us, and he is saying that their halfback will have success against us. And so taking it in against Calvin Kamara in our team meeting, we need to have great block shedding from our defensive tackles. It's all going to be about sexy Dexy on the inside. But the question we are thinking about this week is who's going to be the starter quarterback. Well, I can tell you one thing. It is not going to be Daniel Jones. Drew Lock will get the start here today. Daniel Jones just not ready. I may never be ready again if Drew Lock plays like he did last week. Can we get up to 4-9? Starting out today on offense, one thing that does make it happen is that it will be hard to run the read option and other good looks like that as Eric Gray getting forward. But I really do want to see how he can throw the football today. Lock underneath, Neighbors going down. But so far, things are looking pretty good. Underneath Wandale now on a slant. So a good 1st down to start this drive. Anytime you can get a 1st down is awesome, as we're going to run with Eric Gray again. And so to the 5 wide we go. Crow combination underneath, as this ball will be a little bit low. And so there still will be problems. Daniel Jones isn't perfect. Drew Lock isn't perfect either. But if Drew Lock can win his football games, I am all for it. But Tyrone Tracy is going to get a lot of time here today as well. Just making plays, but a sack for coming in. Chase Young off the edge, 2nd and 19. But we're going to have to make some moves here to get back up in this one. As we're going to take a shot. Neighbors up and over the top. He's got it. A deep shot from Drew Lock going into Malik Neighbors. And Neighbors, who missed the back half of last week as well, coming in today. Getting a big catch, making it happen. Is what a catch and run there, right over the top. Put a good ball in and strike first in this game. But the zone blitz is going to be our strong suit today. I'm waiting for it here. Is they're going to continue to go 5 wide. Drew Phillips, maybe bring him on a blitz. No, floating. Sitting backside. They're going to throw it out to the outside, out of bounds. But Derek Carr did go through a string of games earlier this season where he's just throwing interception after interception. And I wonder, and it kind of looks like he has cooled off after that, as they will go 3rd down now. Sitting underneath, out to the outside. A great knockdown from Hawkins. And it looks like they're going to go for this here. 4th and 2. Can we get off the field? Sitting underneath, out to the outside. They throw it off underneath. Big hit there. But this drive will continue. Now stick concept underneath. Good coverage from Banks. But with Taysom Hill coming in at tight end, got me a little bit worrisome here. As a bench concept's going to have Jawan Johnson out. They're just going to keep moving Kamara around. And he's not going to run the ball at all in this game. It's a zig route, but a good job from It's Newbin being all over it. Taysom Hill's going to be a tough one today to stop because he can run, pass, do everything in between. With the motions that keep going around, the Saints are just throwing us off here. As they go out to Taysom Hill again. Bobby Okereke's got to wrap him. They're trying to match a score with one of their own. Derek Carr looking end zone. Maybe here, sitting underneath, diving. We're trying to hold him short. Now it'll probably be run with Kamara. He's not motioning out, and they finally are going to give it, but we're all over. Boogie Basham shooting through. I really like the way Boogie Basham's played as a backup, but he's also done really well in the interior defensive line. But pass here on 3rd and goal, and they are going to snap it. Look end zone here, sitting across. It's going to be out the outside. Pinnock getting burned. Touchdown as the Saints do tie up this football game. Cedric Wilson Jr. getting in for the score. 7-7 starting the second. But I think we're going to see more of Tyrone Tracy as we continue to go. I do like Eric Gray. It's just a tough one still as we're going to roll out. Actually, I see it. Can we get Eric Gray here loose? He's got the first down. Wasn't even looking that way. But now Tyrone Tracy does check in. His first run of the day. We're going to take it up the middle and bounce to the outside. This is why I like Tyrone Tracy. He's off to the races down the sideline. Tyrone Tracy 1 for 38 is huge. A great play there as we're going to go to the play action. Make the easy play happen from Manhurts. He can't truck through. But now quick out. Neighbors underneath. No way. It's jumped in a smoke screen. Oh my gosh. Paulo Debo out in the smoke screen. Picks off Drew Lock. And that's the first mistake we've played with Drew Lock all season long. And at least in the time that he's been on the field, our first big mistake with him. So we are only just beating ourselves. Hyatt coming on the drag route. He should open himself up a little bit. He's got the speed to the outside. Good juke move. He's got the first down. So now bubble though. What about to Wandell? Not going to work. But we're still going to go to the air here underneath as it is going to go out. Now Theo Johnson holding on. It's now 3rd and 4. Have to hitting underneath. Neighbors can't hold on. So Jamie Gillen will have to come in, punt this one away. Can we pin them deep? It's a little bit high. It's going to sit right at the 20. And so the Saints are going to go back to work on offense. They scored on their first drive, then the defensive touchdown. Now we got to really get this rolling here. It's out to the outside. We're going to get called with a PI. I love giving up a free 15. As it will be Drew Phillips leading the way for them. So it's going to be 1st and 10 again, sitting underneath. We're rolling across. As there's going to be a deep shot here. Tyler Newbin, this is all you. Please make the play. Somebody make the interception. They tipped it off each other. That play was very much needed. Now we'll run up the middle. Alvin Kamara has to stop him. So it's 3rd and 4. Bringing a blitz. Bobby Okereke up the middle. You're going to have a free rush maybe at the quarterback, but we don't tackle Taysom Hill short here as he breaks. And what was that? Taysom Hill's free running to the end zone here, down at the 10-yard line. We can't lock on. And now the Saints sitting pretty. Man in motion coming across. Maybe a run play here. Hole opens up. We're still bottling out the run up very, very nicely. As the 2-minute warning is almost here. Play clock winding itself down. Run at the middle. We don't make tackles. Alvin Kamara getting him for the score. 21-7 in this first half. Not what we wanted, as the tackling there really, really bad. And so we're going to have to go to work here. Screen pass. Tyrone Tracy. We're going to him right away. Cutting it back up the field a little bit here. Trying to get through the gap. So we might need Eric Gray to leak himself open here backside. Unless we just try to go to Theo Johnson. Oh my goodness. Almost an interception. So a Jamie Gillen punt. After all the excitement there. And the Saints are going to be getting this ball back. It's going to be maybe a hit stick. On Shaheed, not going to happen. Another hit stick, not going to happen. As he's flipping around, but we need to be forcing this one into halftime. No more big plays here. Sitting across, this one underneath. We have to make a tackle on Cedric Wilson. And with Alvin Kamara leaking out, we got to sit with him here. Angle route, we're all over, but interception. Drew Phillips, what a play late in the first half. That's exactly what we needed. As now we're going to go screenplay here. They're dial blitz. Can we get this ball out? As it will be Eric Gray getting to the sideline here, breaking through one. Can we get this spin move to work? We do have tiptoes down the sideline. A great job there. We're in scoring position underneath now. Anyway, it's jumped. So all of that excitement gone out the window right now. A simple curl route gets completely jumped by Paulo Debo for the second pick six that he's going to have in this game. As we're going to go into halftime now. The score, not our friend. And so 16 seconds left in this half. Why not try to chuck one up? We did get a good return. Got some good field position to play with. Malik Neighbors going up, and he gets the catch. Wow, burning a timeout. Drew Lock does have 203 passing yards in this game. With 10 seconds left, can Tyrone Tracy maybe make a play? We're going to give him a screen pass here. Everybody coming in is we're going to try to get out now down at the 2-yard line. And so this is a big one. Either Tracy leaking out or Wandell on the slant is going to be out to Tyrone Tracy, who gets the touchdown catch. 2 seconds left. Now we're going to go into halftime. And in the second half, it's going to be all about making mistakes. Not for us, but for the Saints. Getting interceptions. We already got one from Drew Phillips. We're going to need some more here, sitting underneath, now rolling. As this one out to the outside, Aliza Lajari tried to make the pick, as maybe we can bring a blitz here as Kamara run up the middle. No, they go play action. Bobby Okereke, we need to get there. Banks, though, making a play on the ball. 3rd and 2. Can we get off the field? Simply. Nice and easy there. Throw it over our heads. No, out to the outside. We're going to turn Juwan Johnson out of bounds. So the Saints will continue to push things forward. I need Carr to slip up one more time, or we're going to need a really good play to come through. But they're just refusing to run the ball, so it's been hard to stop them. They're passing well against us. Granted, we're passing well against this Saints defense as well, as they're going to snap this one. Underneath. No, across out to the outside. Azeez Ojulari getting there almost again. So close so many times with him out there. Already twice on this drive. We're going to do a gap blitz, shoot it. McFadden, hold, but it's going to be Kamara opening this one up here for a first down. 5 carries for 25 yards. So it looks like they're in scoring position. Sexy Dexy, though, putting an end to that one. This is man-to-man coverage. Adoree running off. Kayvon getting in with Brian Burns. Those two colliding in for the sack. But 3rd and 17 is going to see them maybe a slot fade coming out, as it will be a slot fade. But Pinnock with the pick. His 2nd one of the day. We baited him into it here. He's real slow to get up. And so we're back out on offense here. We can make some plays happen. It's Wan'Dale Robinson getting forward. So we got to resettle down, get a first down at least. All we need is 5 yards. Simple underneath. Wan'Dale Robinson making the catch. He's going to get forward. Down, back juke there, but he's got the first. A great job there. We're going to keep things rolling. Eric Gray up the middle. But I like the underneath. Maybe sitting. Wan'Dale. He's got open here. Juke move almost getting us to the logo. We're going to continue now. Shopping out to the outside. Can we put in a good ball? And those are the balls that I love to see. A green. Perfect accuracy there. But if the safety rolls, we're going to have Neighbors one-on-one here. Neighbors, a deep shot getting in. He drops it. Are you kidding me? Not what we wanted there. We had one-on-one look. And we're going to try it again. Why not? It's Neighbors not winning it. Now it's going to be 3rd and long. We're going to have to get something rolling here. Throwing, no, sacked down. And so this will be a punt coming out from Jamie Gillen. This one deep. They're not going to let it roll. They are going to fair catch this one. Shaheed going, as we're going to bring a blitz to end this 4th quarter or 3rd quarter and move into the 4th a little bit. Coming straight up the middle. Pressure on. Is it's going to be a crossing caught with some motions moving around underneath. Slant route. And they get the first down again with the power eye look. Maybe they could bust something open, and they do. Off to the races is Kamara. Drew Phillips trying to go for the hit stick. Dexy ends up cleaning. And so it will be now more pass underneath. This one, Shaheed breaking through another tackle. As if they score one more time, this game's going to be all but over. It's our mistake. Simple enough in how we play this one. Is they're going to try to get this first down. We got to hold them short. As will they run it? Looks like they will. Up the middle. We try to hold it. Not going to happen, though. Alvin Kamara getting the success when he needs to. This one now. Stretch play to the outside. It's going to be Kamara getting the edge on Kayvon Thibodeau. And with his X Factor enabled, maybe we can get to the quarterback here. Make a stop. We're pinching everybody. Derek Carr doesn't get the ball, or does get it out finally. And so it's 3rd down. We need to get to the quarterback. No, if they go screenplay, though, at least we bottle it up. Now they're at the 36. And so this will be a very long field goal for the Saints. If they miss it, that'd be huge for us. But the kick is going to be up and good. And 3 scores now separating us. 3 minutes left in the game. It was just too much for us to handle. It was 31-14 is the final as well. Drew Lock, though, not bad. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So what we learned from this is that Drew Lock isn't just the simple answer. It's not as easy as that, but we are in it for the long haul. Drew Phillips, though, a breakout situation heading into the game against the Baltimore Ravens is huge. And what's the level of confidence? I think it's going to be medium goal. Actually, we'll do an easy goal just to get him there. And so we need 2 combined tackles for loss of force, fumble, pass deflection, or sacks to upgrade his depth trait. And so in this week, can we pull off another shocker? We did it against the Cowboys. Can we do it here against Lamar Jackson? Last time we played this team, we did take them down. This is going to be Justin Tucker starting off this one today with a kick deep. And with Daniel Jones still quote-unquote hurt, it will be Drew Lock in. A little bit of a change today, though. Tyrone Tracy's going to get a lot more playing time today. So we're going to go out to him right away first. This is why I like him. The stiff arm looking good. And I don't want to be afraid to sling the rock today. Looking to the outside. It's going to be Theo Johnson with a catch underneath. He breaks through one tackle. Kyle Hamilton has to bring him down. But it's also going to be about Neighbors. How can we get him involved today? One-on-one, deep shot. How about here? Going up and over. Neighbors has him burned. He makes the catch. And so what a start for us here is underneath. Neighbors are going to have an easy catch and running opportunity. But with them second the box, can we still run against it, though? Tracy looking for a hole, trucking forward. Not going to happen. So it does create a big 3rd down here. Do not want to settle for a field goal. As Tracy on the angle route is going to get open. Good job from them getting into the 15. As this will be now time for Jalen Hyde to maybe make a play. But no, we're going to get sacked as we looked over. I thought we were going to have an opportunity there, but just not the case. As pressure coming now, we have to get this ball away. Is take another bad sack. And so from 51, Can Graham Gano put it through? We need the leg from him to come up clutch, and it does. Greg Joseph wouldn't have been able to make that. That is a huge field goal here. But as Lamar Jackson and the Ravens take the field for the first time here, 2 X factors is terrifying. They do get a good return. So it's going to be Derrick Henry to the outside to start. Jason Pinnock, nobody can bring him down. And so we're going to need to blitz Lamar, get him off of his game today. That's how we beat him 2 years ago, is we're going to try to go Bobby Okereke up the middle, force this ball out. Not going to happen. Mark Andrews, no, it's the other tight end breaking off. But the clock's running down here in this first quarter, sitting underneath. Can we make a play? We're diving for that one. Not going to get there. As a delay of games, maybe the most important thing is they're going to go now play action. Across the middle, we're sitting on it. Lamar scrambling. Running, we're going to come up and try to hit him, and we do. We pop the football out, and Kayvon falls on top of it. We hit Lamar Jackson perfectly to cough this football up. Good job from Kayvon Thibodeau. As now we're going to look for a wheel route. Scrambling out. Can we get this ball up? No, we can't. I thought we were going to chuck it up on the wheel. So I guess it's going to be a quick drive. Really a lot of excitement after the turnover, but we couldn't do anything with it at all here as we go up the middle with it. And so the Ravens are going to come right back out. Probably go back to work here. McFadden, we're going to sit on it. They're going to hit this underneath. No, backside look. Drew Phillips gets burned. I do really like, though, the way so far everything's been playing. Men in motion, maybe bringing it to a spot concept. No, they're going to go play action, sitting across. They're going to hit. Hawkins running with him. But with Banks, we're sitting on it. Have to come in to fill in the run going down. There's a late flag coming out, as it is going to be a holding on the Baltimore Ravens. So it's going to give us a little bit of a bonus, as I'm going to try to scare Lamar out of the pocket here, coming off the edge. No, we're actually going to sit on it. Out to the outside is a deep shot. Banks one-on-one. Great coverage, as it now is going to be cover 3. We're running in the seam here. Lamar is scrambling out. He's going to look for his shot. It's got to be Banks. Banks got it. Interception here. We're going to try to return it as far as we can. Our second turnover on the day. Deontay Banks is open on Sunday. A huge play as Ronnie Stanley also goes down with an injury. And it's great to win the turnover battle as we're sitting, passing. It's going to be Jalen Hyatt wide open here, getting himself forward. I just can't believe that was the look they gave us there on that third down. I was so happy we were able to make it happen, as it's going to be a run with Tyrone Tracy up the middle. I love the burst of speed from him, his second rush on the day. As we're going to keep it there. Stretch play outside again. Hit this hole nicely, cut it back in just a little, maybe too much. But if things like that can really get working, we're going to have some faith here. So we're throw it up the seam, and that's a really bad ball. I don't know what we were thinking on that throw there. As Tyrone Tracy needs to give chase, as we do give chase. Oh my goodness. I saw the blitz coming, and I was trying to throw. I thought he was stopping, hitching up. Not the case. Bad read on that play. I don't know why he kept rolling, but the Ravens get the ball back, and I can't just make sense of that one, as they're going to look to go to the air here. Simple underneath. We try to dive for it. Bobby Okereke in the middle, coming on a blitz. They're not running the ball with Derrick Henry or with Lamar Jackson at all. I'm a little bit interested as to why on that one, as the ball's missed. So it's 3rd and 4. Another blitz coming in. Pinnock up the middle. Should maybe get a free rusher, as they're going to throw it. End zone. Drew Phillips. Welcome to Star Dev. That's a great interception there. Back and forth. Ravens Giants. We still have a lead 3-0 here. And so we're going to go ahead, run this one out to the outside, and we're going to try to go on a nice, long, sustaining drive here. No turnovers. But I want to get Wan'Dale Robinson more involved. We're going to do that by running a little play action here. Just dipping it out to him. He's going to get out of bounds after getting the first. But it's 3rd and 10. Can we do it here? Over the top? No, not even close here. Bad throw from Locke. So the score will remain as is. Another time, the ball is going to be switching hands in this first half. Adoree Jackson has to come down, force fair catch. That's not going to happen, but a great hit. But they're still not going to run. They're definitely going to go ahead and pass the football here. Sitting across, we're rolling with it. As they're McFadden, we just fall behind. Oh, that one's an absolute killer there. Is the 2-minute warning now. They're going to run it right before. We blitz right into it as a ball comes out. And so it's 2nd and 11. Passing situation here, coming across face. It's going to be Lamar actually taking off, and we got to go ahead and maybe levy a hit as he's breaking through tackles. About 1:30. We just got to keep him out of the end zone. That's the only thing that's important here, is underneath. We are all over it. And backside sitting on it. Pinnock, we're playing over top. Taking some time here. We're rolling. They're going to be throwing it out to the outside. Simmons can't get over. But we do keep him in bounds enough. And so that it's going to let us go cover 3. Still try to tackle in bounds. Play clock running down. Man in motion behind. We're going to sit slant routes coming out underneath. Another tackle in bounds here. They're going to have to burn one. And so now it's going to be another pass underneath. This one really open there as Hawkins gets burned by Zay Flowers. No, actually, Rashad Bateman. And the Ravens do put in the first touchdown of this game. 3-7 is the score. And so 2 schools of thought. One, why not push the football? But an interception could happen. The other one, haven't really figured that out yet, because we're still pushing the football. This one going down. And with all that failing so very miserably, we are just going to run it, take it to half, and that's going to be all she wrote here on this one. And so in this game, have to get back to it here. Keep holding this Ravens team out of the end zone, taking away any possibilities. But I think we're going to run a lot of man-to-man here, except for Tyler Nubin's going to be on Bobby Okereke. We're going to move Okereke into the middle, let him be the middle zone guy. Sitting as we're going to look. Deontay Banks could tackle, but on 3rd and 2, blitz. We blitz right into it perfectly, and we hold Derrick Henry. Drew Phillips may have eaten one of the nastiest trucks of all time, but he still slows him down. And it looks like we're going to be getting the ball back here in this one. Jackson on the return. Can we find a lane? Please, we've been looking for a lane all season long, but it just doesn't work as we go now play action. Rolling out, have to just scramble out of pressure here. Manhurst has got the catch. He's going to get the first down. But Theo Johnson has really quieted down the past couple of weeks. He was a big target of Daniel Jones, I guess less of Locke, as we're going to hit this one. Up and over the top, though. Theo Johnson not making it happen. We're going to keep rolling. We're actually going to scramble out here. Drew Lock. We have actually room to run here with the quarterback. Drew Lock is going to get out of bounds. And the Missouri product making a play there in the 3rd quarter. We're going to keep looking to see if we can maybe hit a deep shot. Underneath, though. Hyatt, great catch. It's 3rd and 1. Need to pick it up here. Have to try to cut it back. What a run from Tyrone Tracy. The stick work is insane. And that's going to keep things rolling for us. Drew Lock, bench concept coming out now. As we're going to try scrambling. No, now we take a bad sack. And so every good has a bad. His Neighbors on the slant. Can we get it to work? We're going to hit it behind. Neighbors catch and run here. He's got 20. As with Hyatt, I do want to test maybe a jump ball with him. As we're going to put this one up to the end zone. As it's not even going to be jumped for. And so Tyrone Tracy instead on the run. He's going to go ahead, take it to the outside. We're down at the 5. So can we put this in here? Quick to the outside. No. Sacked too quickly. They got 5 now. And so now it's going to be 3rd and goal. Have to put it in. Neighbors outside, just a little short. And it's a bad ball, and he drops it. And that means I am going to take the field goal here. Graham Gano is going to put this one up in good 6-7 as we're heading closer to the 4th quarter. So now we have to sit it, as they're going to hit this underneath, as the Ravens do come back on the field after we kick this one off. And so they're going to go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Now motion Henry into the backfield. Don't think they're going to give it to him. They're going to bring him across, but they are going to go out to him. Newman has to make this play, and what a hit on Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry's just breaking tackles. Not the look we wanted there. Is on 3rd and 3. They're bringing man in motion, and they're going to ride it out. It's just going to be Lamar Jackson trying to break free, and he does. Only one man can bring him down here as he does break through, now getting passed down to the 31. It was an inverted veer that did us in. Ravens looking to score to start the 4th quarter, expecting a now read option as Derrick Henry looking for a hole, and he's going to find it. And so multiple times today, they've gotten called for a delay of game, and it's helped us out at some points. Still have to keep them out of the end zone, though. Anything like that is out to the outside. Phillips, what a coverage play. And so it's 3rd and 9. Have to get over. Nobody's running with Mark Andrews, though. We're going to sit with him, as he is going to maybe whip it back and forth. As this ball going down, our pass rush gets there. And so it is going to be a Justin Tucker field goal. This may be a 6-10 ball game, and it is. Late in the 4th, middle of the 4th. We still have a chance, though. And we're going to start off with the air passing plays here. Scrambling, looking. He's open. We're going to go to Neighbors. Neighbors and Hyatt getting mixed up. So it's now 2nd and 10 instead. As we're going to hit this one outside. As it hits off the feet of, oh my goodness, Kyle Phillips. What an incredible play there, leading to a 3rd and 1. Manhurts, the wherewithal, the awareness, just make that happen is scrambling out. We're going to give it to Tyrone Tracy. He's got the first down and more. Kyle Van Noy's not going to chase. What an unbelievable play. As we're going to take a shot now. Up in the window. Oh my goodness, almost intercepted because that was underthrown. But if they run with Wandell here, there's going to be a give read. Instead, they are going to give it. We're going to go up the field. Wandell has to get forward. And so it's 3rd and 7. Have to pick this one up here. We're going to scramble out of the way. I see it, but Drew Lock is going to take off for the first down. Didn't want to risk it going to Hyatt, but with a screen pass from Tyrone Tracy, we may be able to hit it in. Can the block get picked up? Yes. He's got almost a first down, but Roquan Smith, what a shot there. Singletary now in. It's going to be underneath Wandell. Good catch there for another first down. We're going to have a chance to pick this one up. We're going to scramble out again, set our feet, and we're going to hit this in the window. Neighbors barely holding on. This is 2nd and goal here. Looking. Dumping. We're going to go underneath. Tyrone Tracy getting forward down at the 4-3 yard line. And we're going to take our time here. Let this play clock wind itself down as we're going to look for it. See it. Got it. Theo Johnson. I said he was not having the best day, but here he makes it happen. What a great drive from Drew Lock. And so with a minute 10, a good return from the Ravens. We just have to keep them out of field goal range. And if they do get the field goal range, have to contain them here as they start off. Play action look. Out to the outside to Derrick Henry. We wrap him up. They bring man in motion. Sitting on it again. Underneath. No, it's out to the outside. He's almost crossing midfield. And he does cross midfield. I wonder if a blitz could get in with only one timeout left. With Phillips too, we're going to run. It's a flood concept. Sitting to the outside. We're there. Phillips. What interception is 2nd of the day. and we just won ourselves a football game. Our defense, absolute clamps, absolute locks. Drew got 2. Talk about a breakout situation. We'll see what they give it to us. It may be 1, maybe 2 dev trades. Maybe that was about the goals. But we just need to run this ball once, force them to burn a timeout, and then take it from there. Stay in bounds, please, Tyrone Tracy. As we burn a timeout, thanks to an injury to Andrew Thomas. Oh, no. Please, nobody get injured on this one. As we take the outside, just go down nice and easily. And here we could just knee the football as a massive win, 13-10 against the Baltimore Ravens. But hopefully with that, we did convince some players to come back. How about Pinnock? This is the offer we gave him last time. I'm going to up it just a little bit, and he's going to test free agency. We lost the ability to negotiate with him, but that may be one of the last people we do negotiate with. How about Jamie Gillen? And yes, I offered this just to see, but we're going to come back with this kind of offer, and he likes the length. That's about it. But the 5th-year option for these two are going to be very important. With Evan Neal, I do not want to take it. I'm going to re-sign him on a lower one. But with Kayvon Thibodeau, that could be interesting. Do we accept it? But this is what I do like to see. Drew Phillips is a superstar. Deontay Banks, a star development. These two are going to be the answers at corner. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Pinnock's going to be out. With Pinnock testing, I do want to try Dane Belton playing the safety look a little bit more with Tyler Nubin. Our linebacking core looking good. McFadden up to a star, or was a star. I don't know if he went down or not, but why not today take down the Falcons and ruin their chances to make the playoffs, sitting at 6-8 on the season. The Daniel Jones experiment is over. We all know it. We're gonna have to look to a different avenue. Could be a rookie quarterback, but it could not be a rookie quarterback. It's going to be interesting to see as we're gonna go quick to the air. Out to the outside, we're going to throw it underneath to Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is one of the best up-and-coming receivers in this draft, as we do get sacked. I meant coming out of the draft this year, but Matthew Judon getting in with the pressure, as it does make it 3rd and 16, and we're gonna have to make something work. How about to the outside, underneath, not gonna hit. I really thought Wandell could run a better route there. And so with the Falcons coming out, Bijan Robinson in at running back. They're bringing McLeod in motion, as they are gonna go play action. We're rolling with it though. Out to the outside, Simmons couldn't cover up with Kyle Pitts, and that's going to be a matchup nightmare for us, as you see Dane Belton getting his first start very late in the season. But I do like promise that he does have, as McFadden coming through, as it's going to be a good sack in for Boogie Basham. Brian Burns could have been the one to get in, but no, he subbed out. Basham made the play, as they're going to test this one underneath. Have to rally, try to deliver a big hit, but it is going to be 3rd and 8. Phillips coming in. We're going to try to hit it outside with Phillips. Bring pressure off the edge. Thibodeau getting there. No, across the middle. Caught Tyler Nubin coverage one-on-one with McLeod. And so things will continue here. Underneath, sitting. They're going to throw it. Deep shot. End zone. Hawkins with the interception, as he's going to step out of the back of the end zone. A great pick there. Trey Hawkins coming in back half of this season, getting some starting time with Drew Phillips moving into the slot. So coming back out, maybe slant route. Malik Neighbors quick and underneath. We're going to hit it to him. He's going to get 5. I like this doubles look here, but now we go run. Out to the outside. Tyrone Tracy's got the corner. Tyrone Tracy with a good run here, juking out Jesse Bates. The rookie running back showing flashes that he needs to be a guy who's in our roster here. So we're going to take this one to the outside. He spins off one, and Tyrone Tracy, oh my goodness, almost breaking free. He's an absolute animal for us. We're going to go quick out to Wandell. Good read there, almost getting the first, as he did actually get the first down. But it is going to be a 3rd and 10 here. Looking. Outbreaking route, maybe. We're going to try to force it in. It's not even worth it. As with Jamie Gillen, can we pin them deep here? This one up, and they're going to let it go. Could be nice for Adoree Jackson coming down to fair catch it. No. He somehow didn't get on top of it, so the Falcons are going to be back. And actually, it did get down back there. Okay, that's a good look there. As crossing coming out over the head of Tyler Nubin. Could we please just jump up a little? The Falcons looking good in this game. It's just the interception that killed them last time around. As they're going to bring blitz, we're going to sit on it. As they're rolling out, is a sack from Sexy Dexy. That's huge here, end of season. But I'll tell you, it's been a slow year for some of our guys getting in, as it's going to be screenplay, as we blitz almost everybody. We have to turn this back in, but Bobby Okereke, what a play. And so how about a blitz instead? Can we trust our team here to cover? Blitz coming out. They're going to hit this one across the middle with Nubin, and we almost get the pick. The rookie. Good enough play there in coverage. And so they will go ahead and punt this one away. Good stop by our defense. They've been very, very good this back half of the season enough here. As Adoree Jackson, good return, getting close to the 40. But we are going to keep things rolling. I want man-to-man coverage. That's not going to get it, though. Underneath, though, it's going to be Hyatt. No, Neighbors getting the catch. Oh, Tyrone Tracy, we're going to continue to try to make things happen here in the run. 5-on-5 in the box. Should have a little bit of a hole as we try to slide through, and Tyrone Tracy breaking tackles is beautiful, but here's going to be the big kicker. 3rd and 3. We are going to try to run it up the middle. Try to make something happen. We got a little bit of a push, and Tyrone Tracy's got it. One of the worst offenses in the league this year, but still, we are making it happen when we can. It's out to the outside. Wandell Robinson underneath. He's got the catch, but if we get a one-on-one look here on the edge, we're going to him here. Scrambling out. No, but I do see Wandale. Wandale's got it. He's got room to run down the sideline. Good juke move there, and he's up to the 22. But maybe an RPO look here, so we're going to pull this one. And we're actually just going to take off with Drew Lock here down the field as he doesn't get anywhere. The slow speed from him, but it looks like Wandale Robinson did dislocate his elbow. He will not be able to return. But nonetheless, first points of the game here. Up and good with Wandale out for the remainder. 3 points is still nothing to shake our heads at. This is the types of games the Giants need to win, that we need to win, that we're going to get maybe for the first year or two. As long as we don't make turnovers, it's still going to be a low-scoring affair, but it will be a return here from the Falcons getting up the field. Maybe we get a hit stick. Not going to work. But Micah McFadden grabbing his side. We cannot afford to lose him, and so Simmons is going to get a lot more playing time in this game. Same with Masao, as they're going to go now to the air. Quick and underneath. We're sitting on it as it's Kyle Pitts. Burned to the outside. Simmons got taken off of his route hard, and so man coverage might not be the best look, but blitz coming. Play action. Sitting underneath. That's a huge sack from Bobby Okereke there. And so I like what we're getting from Belton there, but we're going to bring Pinnock back onto the field for this 3rd and 19 for verticals concept, as they're going to take a deep shot here. Hawkins step for step. Hawkins knocking it out. What a play from him. Having his best game, career game, I would say. So the Falcons are going to have to punt this one more time with Adoree Jackson. We're going to let this one bounce into the end zone, hopefully. But our offense is going to look different with Neighbors having to move into the slot. Here is Wandale's going to be out, but Theo Johnson could catch. We don't have a lot of time left. It's going to be really hurry up look as we're going to throw this one as it's going to go underneath, but Jesse Bates baited himself right into it. Wasn't expecting him to come all the way over. Actually lost him in the Falcons logo, and so that is our mistake there as they go play action. Can we get any pressure on this quarterback coming down? Banks would have play to knock it out, but now it's going to be double covered on Kyle Pitts. I expected it to go there, but our defense with the 2-minute warning here has to be able to make plays, and so we're moving some people around as they go 5 wide here again. Stick concept. Underneath. Can somebody please get to Kirk Cousins? They throw it to Drake London, who does go backwards, but some really good coverage by all of our guys here as it's 3rd and 6. Quick underneath. They're going to hit this across the middle. Caught there. Banks gets burned, and we haven't heard Mooney's name a lot today. That's because Banks has done such a good job against him when asked. It's another underneath route. Is they're going to throw it, drop it off more as we missed the big shot from Belton. As it's going to be 40 seconds left. Sitting underneath. Whip route across the middle, though. Caught. Touchdown. Hawkins there in coverage, but this one in. Atlanta 7-3 in this game. Not a lot of time left. And so unless we can get a good return here, we are just going to take it into halftime. Adoree Jackson looking for a lane here. We're going to try to find it. Nope, not even fight it. We just need to get tackled inbounds. We are still going to try to throw the football nice and easily, as we're going to lead this one upfield with Neighbors. As Neighbors actually gets out. So I guess maybe we can try it here. As we're going to try it out to the outside. Bryce Ford-Wheaton's got a lane. He's going to jump up and not catch it. But now a screen look. Can we get the ball out to Tyrone Tracy? He's going to get up the field here. We're going to take it to the outside. What a great block in front of us. As Evan Neal with a great block and Tyrone Tracy. What are the blocking across the board? What a play, and we're in for a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Tyrone Tracy taking a screen to the house. 1, 2, 3 pancake blocks I at least saw on that one, and it's now 10-7. Evan Neal playing the guard spot for us, and you couldn't ask for anything better than that, as we're going to go into halftime 10-7. And so it's 132 yards to 145 yards. That's how the offensive games is looking. They start out in the second half, though. Full house look. Bijan Robinson, they're finally willing to get him involved as he goes for a big run here. I'm surprised they didn't do that in the first, but no team ever wants to run the football against us. It's just a way of the game here. They don't want to play the clock at all, as it will now be a pass across the middle. We're going to sit on it with them. No, out the outside. Hawkins, what a play again here, diving on it. Hawkins maybe earning himself a starting spot or an early extension when that time does come. But they go pass here underneath. Deontay Banks letting up this one to Mooney. But there are some pieces of this defense that are very, very interesting. Micah McFadden is definitely one of them. And now a couple more adding their names to the list as they're going to go now. Run up the middle. Bijan breaking tackles but getting taken down. Boogie Basham, he's another guy making plays for us. And to start out, Tyrone Tracy's going to get a lot more carries for us here as we break through an arm tackle. He's got almost 10, getting 8, and so we're okay. But it is going to be 3rd and 2. Have to hit underneath. Underneath, no. It's jumped. And that's going to be Justin Simmons, an interception return, interception number 2 on the day. I thought we could do enough there to fit that one in. Neighbors didn't get in front of it. And it's a Falcons defensive touchdown to start this half. And so we had to regain, coming back out, Drew Lock. You know, mistakes are going to happen. It wasn't made to be the starting quarterback. But I'll tell you, he has proved himself as a backup this season as a run to the outside. It's going to be Tyrone Tracy. Legacy game here today for him. 63 yards on the ground, 63 through the air. He's a receiving back for the first couple of years. Actually was a wide receiver for the first couple of years in college. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Nice and easy here. We're going to hit this one up. It's got to be Neighbors, and we just miss it. Are you kidding? That ball was in pretty. And so from 55, Graham Gano, the kick is going to be up and good. And so will be the Falcons trying to get it working here again. Quick to the outside. Phillips got to come down as they're still not running the football. They're not here. Blitz quick to the outside there. They're going to have Pitts wide open. We're going to go for the hit on him. Tyler Nubin, what a hit. As I love this nickel look for our defense. Les Simmons be moving around. Yes, McFadden's off the field. But we can mix it up, do a lot of different looks here as across the middle. We try to dive for that interception as Drake London carries us. As it will be now a 2nd and 1. Run around the midfield mark. Maybe we're blitzing. They go man in motion. Bring him back across now. Up the middle. They are going to go play action as it's Drew Phillips getting in for the sack. Our 4th one on the day as this forces a 3rd and long. And this is how you get teams off the field. You blitz and you do it right in situations. They're going to hit this one underneath to Bijan Robinson, who will get the 1st down out of it. I was so excited to get him to the 3rd and long, but sometimes they're still just able to get out of it. The Falcons again now cross the midfield stripe. Going to look for a quick pass underneath. Is this one actually out to the outside, and Banks gets the interception. Our 3rd one on the day. Nubin with a block, and we're about to have our own pick 6 here. If Bijan Robinson can beat us, and he does beat us there, Deontay Banks get up and rolling as Nubin goes down with an injury. So we get a win and we get a loss there. As Pinnock's going to come back in. Dane Belton's going to move over to the other side. But that is Banks' 4th on the year, which is huge. Underneath, though, Hyatt caught it down. As maybe we can push this in with Tracy. Look for the hole to go. As we're going to cut it back. Tyrone Tracy finding his way into the end zone. And we have ourselves a lead. Kirk Cousins not playing well in this game. As we're going to have to go for 2. Make something happen. Maybe quick to the outside. It's going to be Hyatt out there. He's got the catch and the 2-point conversion, 21-14. And so it will be 1st and 10 now. They're going to go back to it underneath shot to the tight end. And McFadden, good tackle. Falcons need to put together a drive if they want to tie up this football game. But with Belton roaming high, let's see what we can do. Stick concept. They're going to hit it to the tight end. We have to finish up the tackle, but the 1st down is gained. So many times this season, it's just games come down to the last couple of plays. So the 4th quarter, not making mistakes, not giving up 1st downs when you really can't. As they're going to go screenplay to the outside. Bobby Okereke, what a hit. But it's 3rd down. 2nd and 10. Sorry, I thought it was 3rd and 10. But now it's 3rd and 10. As they're going to go bench concept here out to the outside. This crosser coming in. As they're going to throw it Phillips. We're not able to get over there. But it is 4th and inches. As they're going to go ahead and go for this here. We're bringing blitz. They go across the middle. And it is still going to be caught. And so the Falcons are going to continue their drive. They got risky there as they actually go to the run. I was so waiting for it to be a play action. They got to take advantage of those, and now they go run here again. Drew Phillips can't finish it off, but Dexy's there. I would put Drew Phillips as team MVP this season on the defensive side. Him or Sexy Dexy holding that run game. As now his pass rolling out. We're all over it as that's a sack there for Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. But we're going to go safe with it. Watching for the fake. They're going to go ahead. Pin us deep. This one out of bounds. So we just need to get some 1st down. And so that means we need to throw it now for the 1st down. A screenplay coming out. We're going to give it off to Tyrone Tracy. 1 block picked up. It's a race to the corner, and we do get the 1st. And so now it's a little bit risky, but we can run the football again. It gives us a little bit more life here as Tyrone Tracy hitting holes, getting close to the 50, but the ball gets coughed up. Tyrone Tracy, no. We brought him in because of the fumbling problems from Singletary. From the yards per game from Eric Gray, he was a perfect blend, and now may have just cost us dearly. And so now we need to make a stop here. Defense has to come up clutch. They're going to throw this one out. Maybe a big hit. That's not going to happen. But the 2-minute warning is going to be here. So it's going to be passes from here on out more than likely. And from this, we're probably going to sit and mostly cover 3. Just try to be safe with it here. Angle route coming across. We can't knock the ball out. Instead, he stays up, and now they're in scoring position. I just want to be done with this game. I just want to get a win. That's just not going to happen here. There's underneath sitting. Another catch is we're going to go for a hit stick on Mooney, but it's going to be now underneath. Try to just force the ball out down at the 5-yard line. As with Okereke in the middle. Can we get and stop one of these? As it's going to be Nubin coming back from injury. May have just sealed this game for us, and he did. Tyler Nubin, 4th interception of the day. Back-to-back hot weeks for us with the Ravens game. And now the Falcons game. This is Tyrone Tracy. We just have to run out this clock here. Oh my goodness. Just go down. We're going to run it again here up the middle. Looking for a lane. It's going to be Tracy. Tracy trying to get forward. Falling forward. And he only needs 2 more yards for 100 yards on the day. Can we get it right here? Up the middle. Tyrone Tracy getting it in more. 103 on 14 carries plus 65 yards. This is my player of the week. He is the sole reason that we walk away today with a win, getting up to 5-10 on the season. But now heading towards the end of the season, yes, we're out of the playoff race at 5-10, but we do have a lot of players on IR. And so what this will allow us to do is pick up some guys at the end of the season that I think could maybe make an impact, as Wandell, Thomas, Eleanor, and Horn all finish their seasons. The first one that we are going to pick up is wide receiver Justin Shorter out of Florida. But from there, also Ladarius Henderson out of Michigan to play left tackle. While on the right tackle side, we're going to pick up Alex Leatherwood, the failed player from Bama. Maybe give him a shot with us. But the last player I do want to pick up is Jalen Simpson out of Auburn. I think the rookie could make some good plays for us. He's got good overall stats and zone coverage. It's just the awareness numbers aren't quite there. But this is the playoff picture that is laid out before us. And you see the Commanders, Eagles, and not the Dallas Cowboys in. So this is going to be hopefully soon in the future a spot where we do see ourselves, but we do have a lot of work to do. So the focus is finishing everything strong, especially Deonte Banks having a decent year, I will say, with 30 tackles, 4 interceptions. Not getting involved in the tackle aspects as I thought, as it will be Graham Gano kicking this one off today, as this one down the field is going to be returned up the middle. Maybe a big hit to start the game would be nice. But Anthony Richardson, you want to look at stats as one of the craziest stat lines of all time. How about this one here? 33 touchdowns, 33 interceptions, and they're 8-7. And so hopefully some of our new additions can play well today, as it's man-to-man here to start. They're going to go out to Jonathan Taylor with Bobby Okereke, though. We get out there, and I would love to ruin a team's chances to make the playoffs here. And playing a quarterback who's thrown a lot of interceptions after our defense has 7 interceptions in the last 2 games. It's a recipe for success here today. Is underneath. They're going to, though, throw it, hit it to Michael Pittman, but it's going to be a mid-blitz on 3rd and 6. Looking for maybe a window shot as they're going to scramble out. Wheel route sack. Kayvon Thibodeau getting in. And so Adoree Jackson now on the return. Can we find a lane for him? No returns on the season from him. Is probably one of his last games ever as a New York Giant. With that now working slant concept, and you see it in today. Singletary will be getting some time on the field, but we are going to go back and forth between the two guys. As underneath, we're going to scramble out here. Look for a lane. We're going to take off. Hopefully Singletary can block for this first down. As they do, we're going to need to make some good plays. As Tyrone Tracy coming in, but Neighbors open to the outside, and that one intercepted. He came off his route perfectly. As that's Jalen Jones getting in there, practice squad legend. He's been in a couple of other of our franchises. I can't believe that was intercepted there. They brought that blitz in beautifully as they go past game here. Underneath, they're just going to dump it off to the big tight end, and we don't make the tackle. As with Belton, we're going to bring a blitz going down here. Is it's going to be Sexy Dexy getting off, and so it will now be another run as we're going to have to scrap across. With Dolajari playing well again. With it being 3rd and 10, they have to be going to the air, right? There is not going to be a running situation. As we're sitting, they dump this one off. Pittman, we do tackle him short, so it is 4th and 3. And we're bringing Flott off the edge, sitting underneath. No, slant route caught. Adoree Jackson getting burned. That's a bad one for Hawkins to sub out. So the Colts are in scoring position now. They're going to go play action. We bite on it, but it's Brian Burns coming in for this sack. A good play there. Brian Burns, not a lot of sacks on the season, I'll tell you that much, but he's played really good in the run. And so next year, I'm going to look for a much better year from him. As rushing off the edge, is that Brian Burns again? Yes, it is, but they're going to go play action all over. We're rolling with it here. As Drew Phillips, we missed the interception by an inch. I'm not going to lie. I thought that one was absolutely all ours. But now it's 3rd and 1. Run play. It's going to be pull read, and we're there. Drew Phillips almost make the tackle, but a good hit stick from Deonte Banks cleans it up. But the second quarter's here. 0-0 scores still. Defense is playing very well in this one. Slant concept? No. In-breaking concept. Late flag coming out, though, as this one will be a holding call on the offense. Will freeze, and so it's going to be now 20 yards to gain here underneath. I had to went for the pick there, but we should have just went for the tackle, as now they're going to go ahead, pass it on 3rd down. We're sitting crosser, looking. He's going to take off, though, underneath. Good hit. Dexy helps clean, but it will be a field goal coming out from the Colts. So to start the second quarter, this one from Indianapolis will be up and good. 3-0 here in this game. And so in our second offensive drive, it's time to go to work here, and it's going to be Neighbors. Neighbors breaking through a tackle, staying in bounds here. Neighbors getting up the field and more for 14. And Evan Neal really being the key on this offensive line today because of all the injuries to Eleanor, Thomas, and more. But also Neighbors is going to be in the slot today. We're going to have to go to him a couple times here as Ford Wheaton getting down, but I'm not fully out on Singletary just yet. I want to make that known as the season does kind of come to a close here. He is a very good running back, and I may do it. We're under center stuff, we go Singletary, but shotgun stuff, we do just go to Tyrone Tracy, and I'm completely okay with that. But today we are running Singletary a lot. We just may switch out depth chart wise, as this run here is going to have it open up for, it's going to be Singletary getting 11. But how about a play action here with Drew Lock? Sitting back, getting across. We're going to float this one up and over, and Hyatt's got it. Hyatt down at the 14. That was a cover 2 burner right there and just worked out perfectly. But Bellinger in a tight end. We're going to run behind him. A great run blocker there. Does get called with a couple of holding calls every once in a while, so that's his issue. But still the 1-2 look there between him and Theo Johnson, I really do like. As rolling out. Looking. We're just going to try to hit this. Now throwing across. Neighbors got it. Touchdown. A late throw, but we are going to go ahead and get that one in and take the lead in this game. But with 3 minutes left, the Colts are going to continue to keep trying to grind here out to the outside. We almost intercept that one, but it doesn't feel right that we don't have an interception yet. Anthony Richardson with 33 on the year. If we don't get an interception, that's going to be crazy. He's sitting underneath. Maybe on this one. Nope, out to the outside. We got to roll out and tackle him short, and we do the sticks, but it's 3rd and 1, and they're going to go for it underneath, sitting across. It's going to be completed. They're going to have Alec Pierce breaking a tackle, but now it's going to be hurry up. Look from there. It's going to be almost Drew Andrew Phillips, a pick, but no, Alec Pierce jumped in front of it. I need to know from you guys, what low overall players have you been impressed by this season? Honestly, there's been so many on this Giants roster that I have well liked that could continue to get time for us to end the half. Maybe the Colts up and good. Maybe we'll try to push the ball though, but we do receive in the second half. But Tyrone Tracy on the return, led blocking is Smith-Marset, and with Tyrone Tracy, we're going to take this out to the left side, and all of a sudden, we got a big room up the middle. Tyrone Tracy continues to be an absolute weapon for us, and we're going to be smart with time. Try to just run this football here. If we get a nice run, that'd be huge. It's going to be actually outside Singletary, can't find the lane. And so how about a screenplay to Tracy? We've done it before. Can we get it in? Good blocking on the outside. It will be down the seam. Tyrone Tracy breaking a block, and we're going to burn a timeout, our last one. So can we get a strike in here? It's going to be up the seam. We're going to go to Neighbors. Test it one-on-one. Neighbors almost. Can we go ahead? Throw this up the seam as I see it. Bryce Ford-Wheaton. Bryce Ford-Wheaton can't hold on. And so now we need to get into field goal range. And it's going to be Hyatt on the outside. It's a bad throw out there. We miss him. And so now it's going to be a punt. Unfortunately, we didn't get it rolling. They are going to go ahead and take it at the 10-yard line. And that's going to be the half. And so in the second half, Tracy on the return here. Our playmaker, our weapon, looking for another lane up the middle. This time, not going to find it. As we're going to start with a play action. Try to get Neighbors more involved here, but no. Singletary leaking out, but it's going to be knocked down. This is going to be 3rd and 11 early here. But we're going to hit it. Hopefully, ball coming out. We almost threw right into a pick. But the Colts at the 40 are starting out here as a QB Plower, a read option. As it is Sexy Dexy making a huge play, as he is going to be a great Plower for us as Brian Burns now, even in coverage, making plays in this game. But it is going to be 3rd and 14. It's a big audible now. We're bringing blitz. Sitting underneath. We just got to watch it. Across now. As it's a shot to the outside, and Hawkins drops the interception still, though, making plays in position, and back and forth it goes. We still held the Colts out of the end zone, which is huge, as it's going to be Adoree Jackson getting a little bit of speed to the outside. Adoree Jackson's best return on this season here, as we're going to look, if no safety help here, maybe a deep shot right away to Hyatt, but that's not going to be the case. Instead, leaking out nice and easy to Singletary, as he is not going to get the first down, but it's 3rd and 1, sitting, rolling. We're just going to dump this one off nice and easily. Hyatt going forward. So on 3rd and 11, we're going to drop back. Maybe we can hit this one in the window. Floated across. What a window shot. Neighbors is going to be such a weapon for us in the future, but we're going to roll out here. Maybe look for a cross. We're going to hit this one in. Neighbors almost has number 2. A 2nd and 10. Hey, it's going to be, hey, why not Tyrone Tracy here getting 4 down at the 1. Thought he was going to have a chance to get in, but it's 1st and goal. Can we put it in? We're going to go outside. Neighbors got it. Number 2 on the day from him in the 3rd quarter. As it does come to a close, 14-6. And it's cool to see that our defense is ranked almost number 1 in the NFL in terms of total yards. We've been able to hold a lot of passing teams this season as they're going to go across. No, instead Anthony Richardson's going to scramble up, and maybe we can deliver a shot and punch a ball out. Every single time a quarterback does that, I get excited for it. But Richardson did look a little banged up on that one. So that's perfect for us here as they're going to go now run. Jonathan Taylor out to the outside as they got space here. Simmons has to chase down, but we're going to keep this rolling. Underneath? No, they're going to throw it the other side underneath to Jonathan Taylor, who breaks through one and keeps going down the field as it will now be a pass rush. Can we get in with it? Underneath. They're going to look. No, end zone though. Banks, what are we doing? I'm trying to lock on to go for the pick, and the Colts get in and are going to go for 2 to try to tie this game, as maybe they try to run the ball. No, pass this ball. Richardson scrambling. We can't bring him down, and so that is a horrible look. I can't believe the Colts got in there. A breakdown from Banks and us, and then the 2-point conversion good. But Tyrone Tracy on the return here. We're taking it to the outside again. He's breaking through. A good juke move almost up to the 40. The secondary from the Colts is not good. If Jalen Jones is out there starting, no hate to Jalen Jones, but we should be making plays, more plays at least. But it is going to be 3rd and 5 here. Quick to the outside, no underneath. Hyatt's got to hold on, and it just doesn't. And that is going to leave the Colts in the driver's seat of this game. They're going to start with a pass, maybe across the middle. Backside Banks, good coverage. But the Colts are fighting for a lot more than we are, and that is a playoff spot. At 9-7, their chances increase dramatically this season as they're going to scramble out now. And it's a great sack from Burns. He's got 2 on the day, and I guess you can call it a little bit of a stat pad here before the season does come to a close. But 3rd and 11. They're going to go pass play here. Brian Burns, no, but it is Kayvon Thibodeau. 2 back-to-back sacks for our defense. The one on the blitz is with Jackson. We're going to take this one, return it here. Good block from Tyler Nubin as we're going to sit through, get up to the 45. To start this drive, we're going to take a deep shot. I'm going to do it here. Neighbors off the outside, and with this catch here and touchdown, he does become the first Giants 1,000-yard receiver since OBJ. A rookie year above all rookie years here. Touchdown number 3 on the day as well. He's got up 11 on the season. This rookie can absolutely ball and will be part of the Giants for a very, very long time. The core is there. The vision with this team is there. And so now with not a lot of time left, they're going to look to make something happen. It was early to Pittman, but now a blitz on 2nd and 2. Can we get to Richardson as they go run play here? And Dexy in the middle, swallowing it up. But will they do it here on 3rd down? No, they're going to go to the air. Out the outside, Richardson scrambling here, but no, met by Chapman. Elijah Chapman has a great season, and we are keeping him no matter what on our roster, the rookie at SMU, and we do force a punt from the Colts. This is great. Dane Belton coming in now, diving, not going to get there, but we just need to run out this clock in this game, and we have back-to-back wins here. This would be a beautiful thing. So we just need to take this time down. It's going to be Tyrone Tracy splitting the edge to the outside. The stiff arm not quite working, but Singletary got hurt already. So he will be out as we're going to step up here. And I saw him try to go to it. Tyrone Tracy had that angle route. And that is going to leave it to be 3rd and 17 after the sack. We're going to sit up the seam. It's a bad throw to the outside. Neighbors can't make it. And so we're going to have to give the ball back to the Colts. Thought maybe we could get a 1st down. And that would be all she wrote here. But the Colts are going to have the opportunity now. I hope our pass rush can get there with Okereke, everybody and more. They're going to throw this one in the window, and Hawkins, there's the interception we've been waiting for. The 3rd-year man making a play here, and that is going to be game. If we can just get a 1st down here, this would be huge, and we could lock up this win. Our 3rd straight, I think, here is Tyrone Tracy. One juke cut, now down with 1 yard to go. Shout out Tyrone Tracy for doing it again here in the 2nd half. Giving us the ability to run the football is huge, as he does get forward, as the fullback has been good to us all season. So we're going to finish off with a run from him. But we're going to head to the answering because I do want to take a look at the stats as the fullback gets up and down. In this game, Drew Lock almost threw for 200 yards, 15 of 27. But we do run the ball 15 times, 12 yards for both of our running backs, 3 for Lock, 1 for Jacob Johnson, the longest run almost of the day. But Neighbors, 3 touchdowns, 103, while Tracy had 31 receiving, while Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. This is what we're expecting out of these two. We haven't gotten that a lot. With 1 more game left, we're going to go ahead and check out our draft boards just one last time. At quarterbacks, you can see my favorites here, and who do we pick? That's what I want you guys to go ahead and look at in the comments. But running back too, this is an interesting one because Singletary didn't pan out. Tyrone Tracy's good. Maybe in later rounds we grab somebody. We have guys like Donovan Edwards who did fall this season. But Woody Marks at USC and Coleman out of Washington. These could be day 3 guys we look at. Well, at wide receiver, we have some good ones here as well. Bond, Igbuka, Burden. But I don't think we're going wide receiver in the 1st round as tight end too. But after the work at offensive line that needs to get done, do we go over to cornerback? Fill that CB2 position with Travis Hunter or Will Johnson. With some safeties here that could be sleepers for us like Nick Amrawari or Mabuka. Our focus is really shifting towards the offseason. But in one last slight to this season, we do the Philadelphia Eagles. And Drew Lock, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in his starting. The Eagles sitting at the 1st seed could be knocked off, and the Lions take their spot, as I would love that ending the year. We saw Kenny Galladay score on Darius Slay so many years ago, and that was a nice little ender, who I think at this point has just gotten lucky with the weapons that Howie Roseman has surrounded himself with. 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The completion percentage, not that great. As one last time here, Saquon Barkley facing his former team, Dexter in the middle. Elijah Chapman, who's going to be a big piece of our future there as well, as they're going to throw this one underneath, as it's going to be Hurts scrambling around and getting sacked almost by Chapman. Instead, it's going to be Hurts scrambling off. And talking about the future of this team, I think the way Chapman has played, he's earned that number 2 spot. I'm okay with him playing there with Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau. We almost have to go there just because of the money that we've spent on that side, as Saquon Barkley is going to get free. But at safety next year, it looks like Pinnock's gone. He wants to test free agency. Newman's got the 1 spot. Dane Belton's going to compete for the other. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it, though, as we will probably look to bring in another safety. But at the same time, Simmons may be competing for that spot. He may go ahead and play it as Barkley on this angle route will get the catch. So now on 3rd and 19. But the focus next year is going to be getting sacks. Kayvon and Brian Burns have to be played better, as maybe a crosser coming out. Jalen Hurts scrambling, but there's a sack. Lawrence up the middle, 4th and 26. And we do force the Eagles to punt here, as they are going to try to pin us deep. And this one, a bad punt there. But Hawkins, you got to talk about him as we use her on top. Hawkins could be the guy if we want to roll with him. I trust him. He's played well in this franchise. I'm not looking at overall. I'm looking at the type of player and their ability to play. Like Bryce Ford Wheaton has definitely earned himself some more time with us. It's throwing underneath. We threw a bad interception. Bryce Ford Wheaton should have been wide open there. They went cover 3, thought it was man-to-man, or at least cover 3. That's an Eagles touchdown here to start this one. And so not our best start, but we will come back out, get things rolling again. continue to try to beat this offense and use it the right way. As going into next season, it's going to be interesting to see what that running back position does. We may add another player to the mix. Singletary may not be the full-time answer here. He's got some stats, though, and he does have a decent overall, but I like our tight end core. Wide receiving core, not so much. We may have to add somebody with Wan'Dale Robinson, especially because injuries are going to happen with him as Theo Johnson makes the catch. And I'm going to say it this way. We have to have a quarterback. We all know that. Adding a quarterback is going to be a must. But we also need to think about how many quarterbacks we do want to add and what the heck we're going to figure out what to do with Daniel Jones. I do know we're going to have to eat some of that contract if we do want to get rid of him. But it's going to be tough as we're going to be scrambling around here. Drew Lock taking a sack. Jalen Carter getting in. And so 3rd and 14. Have to get this one in here. We're going to go up. Hyatt, who's going to come back to the ball and make the catch. Tyron Tracy's going to check in here in a second, as it will be Bellinger. Wide open here for a first down and a whole lot more. Bryce Ford Wheaton underneath now. He could be the one that comes open on this drag route. And it's Darius Slay giving chase, but Bryce Ford Wheaton, a good play. Could we get for 8? But with the injuries at the tackle spot with Eleanor and Andrew Thomas out for the season, Easy D2, he's got his work cut out for us there, but I would love to test a fade ball here. It's going to be now up. Neighbors caught. No, drops at him against Blankenship. He needs to win that. I hope it's man coverage again here, but it's not. With the scramble out, we're getting chased down here. It's going to be Drew Lock scrambling in for a touchdown, 7-7. And so now it's going to be the Eagles back out, trying to go run. As Nubin, can't get off. Saquon Barkley, a big run. 2nd and 15, they're going to continue to try to feed him. No, it's going to be Jalen Hurts out to the outside. Banks has to come down, deliver a hit, and we do hold him short. As one more blitz. 3rd and 3, can we get ourselves off the field? As it is going to be a run. Dexy, of course, in the middle. Cam Jurgens, 1-on-1. He wins it. And so we are going to try to run it here. Up the middle. Singletary looking for a hole. He's not going to find it. We just can't take a sack on 3rd and 8. Have to be very, very smart about this, as I do see him. Oh my gosh, Neighbors is so wide open. Down the sideline here. Neighbors, we're going to try to cut this one back in a little bit. Maybe take it across field. That's a huge first down for us. I want to keep testing Blankenship, but it's just not going to happen. It's underneath. Now, good catch here. Bryce Ford Wheaton getting a couple. As I'm hoping Tyrone Tracy can get open underneath here. Tyrone coming out here. We're going to scramble. Look, and maybe just try to chuck up this ball. Bryce Ford Wheaton coming back to it, making the catch, and there's going to be a flag for an out-of-bounds hit, as they're going to call personal foul. And so maybe the biggest play of Bryce Ford Wheaton's career, and also the pocket presence on that one. Very, very nice as we're going to scramble out here with Drew Lock. Look for something. End zone shot coming across as this ball's thrown behind. And so you can't win them all. As with Neighbors, maybe we can run it in, though. Nice little jet sweep. We're going to give him this football. He's going to be out to the outside. He's going to cut this one in. Malik Neighbors in for the touchdown. The jet sweep worked Pittsburgh Steelers style with the receiver. And so playing with the lead against the Eagles, a little bit surprising in that note, as we're going to look now. Saquon Barkley on the run. Can we hold him in? He tries to cut it up. But from here, I want to run a little bit of man-to-man. I want to see how our team does do. The clock draining down. Can we get the Eagles out of this look? Is up the seam? No, they're going to hit it across. Banks, good coverage, but it is the big tight end winning it. It's definitely a tough look for Banks. But what I do want to see is Bobby Okereke in the zone coverage all the time. Definitely not the big tight end. It's this one underneath. It is going to be completed, but it looks like the X Factor is enabled for Jalen Hurts. Man in motion coming out. We're sitting on it. I'm calling an interception right here as we're going to go ahead. Look underneath. He's going to throw. Actually, a big sack. Dexter Lauren getting in there again on the day. Super, super great day for us. As now it's going to be maybe across the middle. Caught Belton in man coverage. So I'll take the wins as I can get them, as we're going to continue man coverage. Look, sitting across the middle underneath. We are all over. Drew Phillips step for step. But it's 3rd and 4, and nobody's running with the receiver here, as they're going to throw it out, and it's an easy touchdown here. Adoree Jackson not going with the receiver, as this is Jahan Dotson, the former commander, getting in for the score. Eagles completely burn us, and we're going to take this, though, into halftime because we get the ball in the second half, and so we're going to be safe about it. RPO action here, as we're going to go out to actually Neighbors, as this one almost gets jumped, and so now we have to guarantee the completions here, guarantee the tackles in bounds, force Eagles to burn some timeouts, as we're going to give this one. No, now that doesn't get in, and so we're blowing it here. We should be able to make plays, but now Malik Neighbors, though, could get up, diving for the first, and so with it feeling like this, we have to go for it. We're going to start really pushing the envelope here. Whip route has Neighbors boxing his defender out, but we're going to look maybe deep shot blitz coming in. We got to throw this one away, and it's fumbled out from Drew Lock. Oh my goodness, a turnover right there with 29 seconds left. That is what's going to cost you a football game, as we know the Eagles are going to have to throw this one. Sitting to the outside, whip route coming inside. No, throwing it right over our heads. This one completed to Johnson, and we know they're throwing it, so we're sitting, running with Saquon Barkley, wheel route, and that's a massive sack. And so a great play from Brian Burns, the pressure getting in, and those are the sack numbers that we do want to see. Is they're going to maybe look for Saquon Barkley? No, pressure getting in again, as this is another sack. Dexy getting in there, and so now we can tackle him in bounds, take this one into halftime, be safe about it. Our defense can make the best play possible, as they're going to have him leaking out, just throw it out of bounds. Pressure continuing to get in. Chapman this time making it happen, and so we do save ourselves in a sense here. Phillips rushing off the edge, as we're going to try to block this one with Jake Elliott, as the kick is going to be up and good, and the Eagles going to put on 3 before the half. But in the second half, starting with the football, that is huge, as we're going to look, roll, Can we get this ball in? No, it's underthrown. And that's an interception here to start off this drive, as it will be Drew Lock getting the return as Darius Slay comes up with a massive pick, his second on the day. As if they score here, this game may be starting to get out of reach. Yes, it'll be 10 points. Yes, we can come back for that, but against the Eagles, it's going to be a tough and very tall task. It's underneath, almost intercepted. We do have to take a look at the stats from the end of year. But will the Eagles looking for another pass? Screen pass, getting out. Bobby Okereke can't scrape ball. Banks has to give a big hit, but we do hold him short. But down on the ground, Tyler Nubin grabbing his shoulder. And so the guy we picked up off of Jalen Simpson off the Colts practice squad, you see him back there. This is a 3rd and 1, and they're going to go run play here. Brian Burns trying to bottle it up, but we are going to hold him short still. And so we're very much in this game, actually. Drew Phillips making another great play, but 4th and 1. They're actually going to go for this in this game. A little bit crazy, as they're going to get called with a delay of game, and that's going to back them up maybe a little bit. And that penalty is actually going to force them to take a field goal, so that does protect us. That's a huge penalty in this game. It's almost blocked from Phillips if we just got the block. And so with Tyrone Tracy coming in, we are going to go ahead and maybe mix things up here a little bit, as Neighbors is going to get the first down, but it's going to be a good first, as we're going to look now. Drop sitting across the middle, trying to fit this one in, but the pressure comes. Maybe the play action could work, and it's going to be Neighbors one-on-one against Slayton. Slayton couldn't get across. It's going to be Neighbors running away from it down to the 30. Neighbors really does feel like a one-man army. It's a true fact here, as we're sitting, rolling, looking for the windows shot here. It's going to be Drew Lock running away from it here, taking a shot. And so bench concept here. Maybe corner can open up, as it's man-to-man alone here. We're going to go up and over the top. Neighbors win it. Neighbors almost. That is going to make it 3rd and 9. And with Neighbors checking out, Justin Shorter comes in. As we're going to sit to the outside. Hyatt, open, caught, first down. No, he's got his feet out of bounds. And looking at it here, you see the ball coming in low, and that's 1, 2. I don't know. You see his feet kind of drag. And so with being stopped, we have to take a field goal here. Graham Gano, but there's a flag. Oh my goodness, we may have an opportunity here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, not a holding call. And it will be a roughing the kicker. The Eagles gave us life here in this game. And it would be hilarious if Drew Lock can get another big win here. As we're going to try it up and over the top. Bryce Ford Wheaton, is this ball tipped up into the corner? That would be poetic if we got it on Darius Slay once again. But now a rollout, 2nd and 10. Tyrone Tracy could be the man here, as we're going to dump it off to him. Let him run with it. Underneath, Tyrone Tracy, good juke move getting up to the 5-yard line. As now Tyrone Tracy, can he get this into the end zone? We're going to cut it back. I see the lane falling forward down to the 1. We're so close, but now Singletary coming in. Can he be the one to finish the job? We're diving up, over. He's back from injury, down at the 1 again. As we just need a chance to put this one in. Another run up the middle as Tyrone Tracy gets stopped. And so we're risking it here. 4th and goal. Tyrone Tracy out to the outside. Can he win it? Tyrone Tracy drops the football. We had it to the outside. Sweat in coverage, as now they're going to go ahead. Run it up the middle with Barkley. Barkley breaking some tackles, but only getting a yard. Barkley, though, struggling to get up. Maybe injured. It looks like he actually will come back in. But Jalen Hurts now full house look. Maybe read option. No, they're going to throw it. And we're going to be out there with Dane Belton, though. That's a great play to hold him at the 2. And maybe a safety. This would be absolutely insane. As with Okereke, we're going to come run up the middle, as it is going to be Sexy Dexy holding them at the 1-yard line. Dexy having himself a day. And we're going to have to come in for the block, right? There's no other way, as they're going to go ahead here. Maybe get in. No, as this one's going to be caught right at the 50-yard line. So we're going to try to juke, get ourselves a little bit of extra yards. No, absolutely not. CJ Gardner-Johnson is a very, very dangerous man when you give him a chance here, as we're sitting across. Now a good strike, as it's going to be Theo Johnson. Good block from Hyatt. If he can't catch the ball, might as well block. So we are holding the Eagles today offensively, but then again, the score from Darius Slay is the reason why they do have some points on the board. So the extra drives have surely helped us out, but out of the air. Again, backside, Neighbors, one-on-one, not holding on. But we're going to keep it rolling. Play action, 2nd and 10. It's the big fullback. Maybe he's getting loose and he drops the football, and this is why fullbacks are the way they are, except for your Kyle Juszczyk. I'm a huge Kyle Juszczyk and Alec Ingold fan, but we are going to have time to throw this on 3rd and 10. Sitting, Neighbors open, no pressure, and so we will go ahead and settle with a Graham Gano field goal, cut this game back down to 3 points, and so we need to make another stop. The Eagles today only have 150 yards of offense. We've done a really good job slowing them down. Man in motion. I'm expecting this wheel route to come open here again as he's going across the field, but now, no. Smith making the catch, breaking a tackle. I don't like the fact that Brian Burns is man-to-man with Saquon. We're going to take that off. It's now maybe jet motion, and they will go ahead and give it to him. Cutting up, though, we hold Jahan Dotson, and I'm super, super stoked with the way Dane Belton has played since he's become starter, because Jason Pinnock's out. We know that, and Jalen Simpson's playing decent as well. So we're going to look outside. Is they're going to take a shot here. Banks, interception. Banks number 5 on the year, as it will be a return. We're going to look now for Banks to get a good return. We have a chance in this game. The Eagles defense, one of the worst in the league, and somehow they're shutting us down. But well, it's probably because our offense is not very good. The offensive line struggling today. Hyatt underneath, got it, but it's 4th and 3. And so from 54, can we put it in? Graham Gano, a good kick. This one fading off just a little, but squeaks its way through. It's a tied game. A really, really good opportunity now for us. We're going to roll out with Simmons. Could go to Saquon Barkley here on the side, but they're continuing to motion some people around. We're going to sit underneath. This is going to go up the seam, though, wide open. Really bad job there from Adoree Jackson, as Simpson has to make the tackle. So it's 1st and 15. 3-man pass rush. That's going to be it. Can they get in as they will go quarterback draw? No, that's the outside. Banks, great coverage here as we do make the tackle, but they're going to continue to motion some people around as it will be now pass underneath. Maybe we're sitting with it. They're going to throw it the other side. Maybe a hit. The ball pops out. Adoree Jackson's got it, and we're going to have a chance in this game to win. What a winning streak to end this season if we can go ahead and punch this one in. That'd be awesome. It's going to be Hyatt on the crosser. Hyatt getting down the field here. We're going to back juke it, and you go down around the 45. And, of course, it's Drew Lock doing it again. Couldn't ask for a better story for Drew Lock's career than this, as it's Tyrone Tracy getting the open field and going down. But 2nd and inches, and we turn shoe clock on. That's where I feel we are in this game. But 3rd and 1, as we need to get this crosser dragged. Johnson, he's got it, as we're going to keep this drive to the 2-minute warning, as we're going to keep doing these underneath drags. But no, it's going to be Bellinger, but no, Reed Blankenship jumps it, picks it off, and this is going to be returned all the way. Maybe if Drew Lock could chase down, that'd be great, but an off-target throw leads to the 2nd pick 6. And leads to the Eagles taking a lead late in this game. Maybe it's over, as we got to go ahead here, throw screen. We got to get down a big play, and it's Tyrone Tracy. He's our playmaker. He's not going to get it, though. We are going to look for a deep shot here. Looks like blitz coming off the left side, as we're going to sit on it, throw it up, and it's actually Bryce Ford-Wheaton getting down the field. We're going to burn our first timeout. Bryce Ford-Wheaton on Slay, and what a catch by Bryce Ford-Wheaton, as we're sitting on it again. Pressure coming. We're going to step up with Drew Lock, and with Drew Lock, we have a lot of room to run. Drew Lock, can we get into the end zone? And we are going to get in. A minute left in the game here, but we're not done. We're going for it. That's how we're doing it this season. We have nothing to lose. We're already out of playoff contention. Why not try to beat the Eagles in regular time of play? And we're going to do a sprint out here. Theo Johnson leaking out, should be open, as I don't see him. We got to take it, though. Throw it behind. That's going to be Neighbors not holding on. And so now we have to go ahead here. Kick the onside kick. This one's going to be up and recovered. And that's going to be it on the ball game. The Eagles can just take the clock down from here. It was so close. But at the end of the season, we finished 6-11. But with the Eagles game being over, they did take the number 1 seed. The Lions actually lost anyway, dropping down to number 3. But with our season coming to an end, these are the final stats. Daniel Jones, Drew Lock. Did neither of them play great? Absolutely not. We are playing with some of the hardest settings I've ever done in a Madden franchise. And if you do want to know, those run blocks set to 0, pass blocks set to 0, QB accuracy 29. But these are the rushing stats here. Eric Gray 3.3 is a little bit disappointing. I thought he was going to break out for us and be that number 1 when Singletary fumbled. But at receiving, Neighbors and Wandell. Look at the difference. Only 18 catches separate them, but over almost 600 yards. But Theo Johnson and Jalen Hyatt both there. Tyrone Tracy as well, and Bryce Ford-Wheaton. But the sack numbers need to jump up. 9, 6, and 5 from our big 3. But in interceptions, Banks and Phillips, both very good numbers. As tackles for loss, Sexy Dexy in the middle with 32, and regular tackles, 98 for Bobby Okereke. But in terms of interceptions, I'm happy that we weren't the worst, because Richardson 35 and 35, Will Levis 25 and 25, Bo Nix 24, 23, 20, 20. It was a bad year for a lot of quarterbacks, but this incoming draft class is going to be interesting. But in this, Patrick Mahomes did walk away with MVP. And with this draft class coming up, you guys need to make sure to let me know, who do you want to see as coach of the year? We're not on there, obviously, but NFC player of the year offensively, Malik Neighbors finished with 5th. Well, DPOY, we do see some Giants on there as well, and Dexter Lawrence, and then Drew Phillips, the rookie. And so that's really shocking, as we did have offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year locked up, but Tyrone Tracy and Theo Johnson both also made that list, as we now get to best wide receiver, and Malik Neighbors was on there, and best defensive lineman Dexter Lawrence did make the list too. But linebacker, a really good year for Kayvon Thibodeau overall. Yes, the sack numbers weren't that great, but it was sad to see Okereke not on that list. But defensive back, Drew Phillips at number 4, Banks at number 7. Those two may be the guys. As kicker, not on this list is Graham Gano. But with that being said, this episode is the first of many, a long series. Madden Monday is going to keep coming to you, so make sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy. And as always, I will see you in the next one.